It would be a lot more convenient to just all this stuff from the from each of these collection points just pop out at once instead of doing it in waves. So you can trigger a lot of different waves based on the field skills for those collection points in the base game, as I've been learning as I briefly went back to it recently. To do a bunch of just generally the side quests that I hadn't done before. Actually, hold on a second. Let me see something. Is something funny going on with the stream right now? Because I'm seeing a few interesting things in the background here. What happens if I press this? What will I see exactly? Okay, it looks fine now. So I don't know what was going on just a second ago. Maybe it was just like a... some kind of internet hiccup, but it must have been a very interesting internet hiccup, because right now the thing says that it's only been live for like 1 minute, but even though the OBS thing says that it's uninterrupted and it's been going for the actual time that it's been going for, which is about an hour and a half now. Okay. Very cool, thanks Twitch. I sure like using this refined and reliable service run by very competent people. I'm just gonna go ahead and pretend that didn't happen, at least for a little while. Oh, I didn't go into this house. I was like, there's gotta be something in here that I didn't explore based on the little map outcropping there. And apparently I was correct. So hold on a second. This looks fine now. This one window at least that I'm looking at, but what about this? Okay, yeah, this also looks fine. Other than the fact that the freaking like uptime reset for some reason, even though it doesn't make any sense. And that the connection wasn't interrupted, but whatever. It's not like that's really up to me to get to work properly. Let's wander around the village first. Okay, so we can't go. We got another invisible wall. But at least it's properly defined as being right before a threshold this time. That makes more sense than the last one. Okay, do we only need super strength level 2? Nope, not even level 2, just level 1 for this one. I guess we were supposed to open this one up technically, or ostensibly before the one that was in Turkin lair. That's interesting. Well, let's actually talk to the people here now, because I think I pretty much exhausted all of the... Oh, never mind, I haven't. There's more drug stashes to open here and there. I wonder if there's like any purpose behind like the red pollen orbs here. Maybe just hold on to them, because I've... something that I noticed when I was doing some stuff off screen is that you can sell them off. And they actually sell for a pretty good price, but there's probably gotta be a different reason why you can hold on to them, given that there's so many of them. Okay, let's talk to the people here, like, right after I finish getting this one last collection point. Never mind. Don't want to get ahead of myself here. Like you, boss. After the bridge fell, our trickle of visitors dried up completely until the bridge is fixed. We're planning on crossing the Dana Desert if we get a tourist up in the end first. Okay, that's not very informative of where this is. What about you, Benny? Been ages since I saw drivers and blades, really. This village is so small, is it really a village if it's only got 2 houses and an inn and the 2 ruins that are over there, I guess? Used to be way bigger. Like 2 whole houses bigger. People don't really come by anymore. That's a pure kid. Okay. Character type. Take our word for it. What does Monster Granny entail? Only rare to meet drivers and their blades. We came here to investigate monsters. Okay, sure. Just assume that that's the only thing that means. You seem like reliable young tykes. Maybe I'll tell you about it someday. But she's just a visitor here. Well, better go stay at the end then. Wonder what kind of thing we will find out about this place. Would you come and stay at my inn first? Sure. Been running this inn for the past 70 odd years. How old are you? I wonder if they're like Lord of the Rings rules where some people just like live a lot longer than the rest. Well, I mean, I did that with a high Antia in Xenoblade 1, so maybe. Then I'm pretty sure that
You wouldn't be Ornelius' former blade, would you?
yes, high Antia would be more like Tolkien elves than Tolkien elf hybrids.
From the Territorial Defense Corps. It is you!
What?
Oh, I remember him well. Even though I was knee-high to a grasshopper back then. With that sword slung across your back, you were so cool. If you hadn't come when you did, our village would have been...
Oh yeah, I think we saw this scene at some point.
You used to live in...
As a flashback in the base game, question mark, because I do remember that exact dialogue before.
I'll check out the back.
Good.
I mean, is that actually the house that they, well, maybe not, actually. Probably wouldn't be like the house where she lived, but like, I guess, wherever the house that was whoever his previous driver was, which I don't think we really heard about. Unless that scene actually did play as a flashback in the base game. Maybe we'll find out more now.
My, how terribly desolate. I heard it's been 90 years, but... What is it? Did you remember something?
No, it's nothing.
Really? That's too bad. I would have liked to have learnt about the old you.
I am who I am. I do not change. Laura, you okay? What happened?
You got me right here. My heart's pounding.
What?
But
That was such an awesome line.
what?
Jin, you didn't even realize, did you? Sometimes you'll say something and I'll just swoon.
Did that happen before, though, like
I
that?
don't think any girl could refuse you.
No, I didn't mean to.
Nuh-uh! You're smooth and you know it.
Laura, what do you...
Good times, smiling faces. It's her, right? Ornelia here.
Yes, I think it is.
Standing next to you, with such a goofy, blissful smile. It has to be, I'm sure of it.
Are you?
Hey, we should take a photo.
Really?
Of us together.
How would photo technology work in this universe anyway?
When did this become a group thing? Me and Jin?
Come now, Laura. We all drink from the same well, don't we? That's a wise saying, I think.
I don't think that's strictly applicable here.
You can't have done this in secret anyway.
I've never done this before. Feels nice.
Your Majesty, if I may say, it's no time for levity.
Aegeon, relax. You should be open to new experiences.
Oh, fuck. Who did we fall in with here?
Okay, ready for the photo? Everyone say, Glerna! There.
So the photo is just like a Polaroid instead of being like actual old-timey photos where you have to just sit still for an hour. That seems convenient.
How long have you been with Adam?
3 years, maybe? 1 year with Mithra. When my village washed away in a flood, Adam was the one that helped us out.
Right. So it wasn't the war then?
No, it was. Resources were running low, so we stripped the mountain bare. That's what caused the flood. Hey, Laura.
Hmm?
You were looking for your mother, right? Did you get separated during the war?
If only that were the case.
Uh,
There are some things you don't know about me.
things?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
Mother used to work as hired help. When I was about 10, she was working as a maid. That was when Jin came into my life.
You were a driver at 10?
That's right. Things immediately turned bloody. I had to get out of there in a hurry. 17 years later, here I am.
Wow! You don't look 27. I would have said 20 at most.
Hey, flattery will get you everywhere.
I feel that.
Just like me and Mick, I guess.
Yeah, like plenty of kids out there. That's why I'd like to help, stand by them, just like Jin always stood by me. It's almost more real than real family. Right? Don't you think, Mick? What? No reaction? I'm really trying here, you know.
Ah, it's fine. He's smiling on the inside.
Well now, you can tell.
Sorta.
I see. Well, I'm feeling all inspired now. Just the spirit we'll need if we're going to set this world to rights.
Yeah!
Not my first choice of word to say before to rights, but
Can join in, you know.
What's that?
You don't need to ostracize yourself for being an Aegis.
That's not what I'm...
I happen to think you've got a lot going for you, you know?
Should we really be bringing the kids along?
Are you worried? Allrest is a dangerous place right now. The war reaches everywhere.
I'm sure we can keep them safe in a normal fight. But if...
Where are you going?
I want to speak with Adam.
At this time of night?
I'll see what he thinks about it. And if his mind is made up, there's still no harm done.
How long have you been there? Hey! What are you doing in my bed?
What are you talking about?
Get out! Interloper! Monster!
Hey, quit it! This is where I sleep. It ain't your bed, lady. Ow! Oh, you're such a pain in everyone's bum. You know that. You simpleton.
Hey, wait a minute! Calm down, both of you! Ow! Come on, take it down! No!
What's all the noise? Is something up?
It's probably better to sit this one out.
Perhaps that's wise.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just ask him tomorrow.
Apparently that one wacky anime scene had a direct precedent, even with the same voice line. I wonder if they straight up reused the interloper voice line, or if they re-recorded that.
Morning.
Morning.
You're hurt. Are you okay?
Yes, I imagine I'll live.
Sounded like quite a scene.
Yes, well, I was just collateral damage. Before, you said if you met a child in whom you saw something of yourself, you'd want to help them. I don't have the heart to leave them here.
I know. And they've got their own concerns. They want to create a place for themselves in this world.
At their age, it's remarkable.
I think it's on us to see they don't come to harm.
Right. And what a charge it is.
Out of all the places to actually end the voice scenes, that seems like a bit of an odd choice, but alright. Shall we finally get to the desert now? Oh, got your medicine. I guess it's just supposed to be preventive. Been keeping tabs on him since the morning. Let's hope we don't get the fungal disease, I guess, that we're supposed to be preparing against. Jill needs to be informed of Malthus's intentions as soon as possible, which is why we took all the time in the world to actually prepare for this. No recipe acquired, oh boy. Well, yeah, so far he's only been able to write one thing. Is there well, there's a campfire like right before we get here. Yeah, but I need to actually keep track of. But hey, I might as well get more dialogue from these people. Cornelia was here at the village was so much more lively. It's deserted these days. But apparently we heard about Cornelia, whoever that was, and potentially saw a picture, but are we gonna be hearing more about that person, I wonder? Hey, Benny the pure kid. Are you living up to your designation, I wonder? What about you? Fairies live in the vicinity of this here hyper village. Bring some fresh beast meat as a trophy or just as a... actually to make into food. I mean, it seems pretty simple, so sure. Just like, what? Get first beast meat? Nope, it's not like we don't have to kill any more fairies if you already have the first beast meat, so we can literally just turn it in immediately. That's simple enough. I'm gonna give you the recipe for hybrid meatball stew, sure. Apparently be enough to get another, what are these things called? Followers, devotees, something like that. Supporters? Yeah, that's it, supporters. I can't remember the exact word. I wonder how many we're really gonna get, since it seems like we need another 10. We only managed to get like half of that pretty much to get to this point, and yet I'd like to imagine that we've come a ways, at least. We don't know how much we're gonna be. Like how many people we're gonna have met by the end of this. I don't know how to get to the desert. Head out from here in the opposite direction to the trail. Just, you know, probably just keep heading in the direction that you haven't gone in yet. That might be a good idea. Did I make the wildflower salad and forget to actually use it as a pouch item, by the way? I feel like I did, but it's probably for the better, since That means that it's actually going to be active during the time that we might go and actually have some more encounters instead of just walking through everything or just walking around without actually fighting anything. But yeah, let's actually go now. I could backtrack to where the campfire is, but...
Aren't we intrepid?
I could also operate under the assumption of faith that we're just gonna eventually run across another campfire. I'll also move in this direction, but the decision lead to us falling down. What about this? There's a treasure trove that this freaking thing is just completely pressed up against and clipping into, but... oh. I jumped back. I like jumped backwards when it like stepped off the rock there, like something that I saw happen to a dog once, where it was like bending down. Oh, is that a unique monster? No, it's not. It's just a Regis Mora. I could probably try to kill this thing actually, but once I saw a dog like lower its head to like sniff a cigarette butt that was on the street, and it must have still been like hot, because like as soon as he touched it, he just like sprung back and bounced back. It was unfortunate, but let's see if we can kill this thing. Or at least, you know, aggro it. Let's come this way, so I can actually do auto attack stuff. There we go. See if I can build up a level 1 thing, at least one level 1 thingy. Oh, of course, this boy's gonna come over here and join in. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to. Didn't mean to have somebody else try to combo, but it'll work, surely. Just keep on spamming the little tanks. That's all I really care about right now for the chart stuff. Or affinity chart stuff, I mean. Wait, what? Fucking Bridget, rather... well, yeah, Bridget, not Hugo. I guess the team Hugo died. Hopefully that it's not changing now that we're from fighting 2 foes at once to just one. Go ahead and do this, and do Stone 2 maybe. There's even enough time for that. Is that enough spamming of the Jane attack to where... no, I think not. Oh god, I want this. I guess I want that enough that I'm actually gonna end up just falling all the way down here. And the Mora Pearl. I mean, I probably do need to hold on to Mora materials, since I don't think that I've actually bothered to kill many of those.
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
But let's go ahead and teleport all the way back up there. I'll teleport from this menu, because I do want to take the opportunity to check how much I'm missing. I'm missing, oh boy, 12 more times, so yeah, I need to spam that plenty more. I kill one more Regus Mora though, this will also be done. And I forgot to like back out enough to where the map is, but whatever.
So, here we are. Our journey continues.
This is becoming addictive.
Nature makes a fine ally.
Yeah, let's not pick a fight with that thing this time. It's not gonna be a very convenient placement. I mean, there's one of them right there, but that thing's not even gonna fly over the land here, so... probably not the most convenient thing. The Brain Canyon.
This is becoming addictive.
I know the drill.
More Turkins up ahead. But I think that we're literally just high enough level to where they still shouldn't aggro, at least until any of the enemies around here turn out to be one level higher than they currently are. What is this thing? Honber Rogel. I don't think we've killed this variety of Rogel yet, so maybe we could give this a go.
All right, follow my lead. Remain serene.
I have high ground. Doesn't really make a difference when your enemy can fly, but you know. cold snap, why not? I don't know which of these. I was kinda wanna see if I can get the thing where you can use Mithra or Haze or something. But probably Mithra in this case would be more convenient as the one who finishes. Oh, there we go. Locked as the finisher of the elemental combo thing, but apparently the just Adam Entourage has a it's just very resilient or very determined to never pick Mithra. It's gonna be cycling between Adam and the other guy. They probably change that actually. Oh well, let's do this. Also needs to spam the level 1 combo a little bit. Let me see if I can change that actually, see if I can try for that again in the future, but also I think that something happened for Gion, who's the last of these blades to show up, yeah.
I cannot disregard my support duties either.
Received 50,000 damage in total. Congratulations, okay. If I go to this team and switch it to her, I guess Mithra's the main equipped one instead of main, that still shouldn't completely prevent the driver from switching the one that isn't like designated as the main one though. Seems inconvenient. Even if it's AI controlled. It should still be possible.
The suspense is killing me.
How thorough will I have to be as I explore this place, I wonder.
I know the drill.
I'm gonna get as many of these treasure troves as possible, because I do want to get the maxed out skill for... I think it's Bridget who has the lockpicking. It's something to do with treasure at any rate. I don't think she has the keen eye stuff in this version of the game. Even though that is her skill
Stuff.
Doesn't seem so bad.
in the main game. I feel like lockpicking might also be haste. I don't remember. I could just look and completely remove this doubt, but how could I do that when there's awkward platforming to be done? Don't want to break that up.
This is becoming addictive.
So are we just in the desert now? Yeah, I guess we are. We've actually moved on to a different screen. It's not a complete transition, but... oh, it is kind of a complete transition. Oh goodness, even if there's no loading screen or anything, or just like a fade to black kind of thing. And fade back in, and I could head in the other direction, which I get the feeling is where they want me to do. To go first. That's where a guy is. That's, I guess, gonna give me a quest. And now that I've taken a quick look in the opposite way, we can actually do that. Probably gotta stop at the campsite, not to tactless adventurer. Well, not to do anything too important, but just to take a look at the crafting list, because I'm pretty sure I've got new recipes as well. Why am I angry? What's it to you? Well, this treasure map. X marks spot, he said. Well, I mean, wouldn't you have to also dig? I wonder if that's what you bothered to do, or that's implied or not. Alright. Just give away the treasure map, that seems...
I've got this.
Well, as long as it doesn't turn out to be a Takeshi's challenge kind of situation where we should have killed her right after she gave us a treasure map.
This is becoming addictive.
Can already kind of tell from the levels of the enemies up ahead that we're gonna have some encounters, but... let's see, take a look at the recipes and maybe even get new dialogue if we get new dialogue just from being here.
Now, let me see.
What do we got that's new, perhaps? We got this, which doesn't really take too many crazy things to put together. Still don't know where to get. Well, we apparently got bismuth slab. Still don't know where to get charge shaft, which is another thing that we're missing to be able to craft the golden seeker. But apparently it's the only ingredient that we haven't received any of so far. Hyper meatball stew. I'm sure I misread that the first time too. Might as well make that.
It's done.
Meatball stew, which is made with ferris meat, even though it's still seen as a salad, I guess. Some kind of just vegetable dish. But I guess chicken salad is seen as a thing, even though that's clearly got meat in it. And all for the better, if you ask me. Need to get across Dara Desert and we'll be in Oresco. Wait, is that quick? I guess. Palace is always visible, you can use it to orient yourself. Must be pretty enormous for us to be able to see it from such a distance. Is there like a... What's this thing that's like bobbing up and down on the left side of the screen there? Oh, it's a Titan. It's literally part of the Titan zone thing in the background. I didn't make that out right away. Don't try looking up when you're standing right in front of it, is all I'll say. Because you'll be looking straight at the sun? I don't know. We probably can't level up yet again, unless we can. Okay, never mind. That was quite fast.
I feel like I've learned something.
All credit to my siblings in arms.
Guess like the blades that are equipped to any of these guys can randomly be the ones to say the line after leveling up. Even if the driver is actually around. I know I think that only happened before when Bridget was around, but everyone else in her team wasn't. Oh well, what is this thing? Search for the treasure on the Golden Twin Mesa Torna, which is in that direction, so... Let's have a look over there. So we made it to level 37, which means that anything above level 29 will pick a fight with us, such as this Kelta Caterpillar, or Chelta Caterpillar. So let us accept our destiny as we face this thing down. I guess it doesn't matter if I did the break or not, because it's already launched, this thing. But right now my concern, I guess, is still to just be as spammy as possible with the level 1 thing that Jin has. And yeah, do 4 and 3, that should count as a great combo finisher, right? Even if it's not technically one of the special attack ones. Well, it's a combination of being as spammy as possible with the level 1 special for Jin, and also... oh, Tallow. And also trying to do as many attacks or many combo finishes as possible with what's her face there, Mithra. That's also something that needs to happen for her own Infinity Charge stuff. That's supposed to be a blowdown effect? Somebody said blowdown, I guess that must have been Adam. I need to do this about 12 times with Jin. I wonder how close we are to that now. Oh, I can already do it again. Okay, it sure would be nice if Adam would switch off and let Mithra come out right about now. Well, maybe not right about now, when he actually gets to level 3 combo charge. Did I just do it again? No. Well, I did do it again, but not with Christ. Well, this is annoying. Now the enemy got blown down, but yeah. Oh, it's already dead.
Mithra. You remind me of a rabid Gogol, the way you swing that sword around. Oh, you're gonna say that to me? You with your swords that stretch out out like Arcadian dog leashes? Actually, I just imagine you walking around with 2 dogs. And I gotta say, it might be kind of a good look for you.
Is my other response for that. Well, I mean, that's pretty decent response if someone's just gonna come out and fucking try to talk shit to you like that. Well, there we go. I can actually switch off a Jin now, kind of. Because the other thing that we would need to actually use him for would be chain attack, and it doesn't have to be the main blade for that. So next would be spamming level 1 stuff with haste 19 times. And level 3 5 times. That's it for Laura. What about that count at all for the combo finisher? Yeah, we need to do that 9 more times with freaking Mithra. So, chain attack, combo finisher, we have like 2 checks for that. At least this one's gonna be completed sooner. Survey Antol at the Great Break Sand, which is probably where we are, and also spam level 1 and 2 combos. We can surely do that. Actually, can't we go ahead and change the thing of this team so that, yeah. Guess Mithra's the main one. I understand standing this correctly, like, if I do this, will that actually make Mithra the main one on the field? Even though she's AI control, or like she will be the first one to be the active one when we get into a battle. I guess we're gonna find out. We gotta go right over here, who I think actually would not auto aggro, yeah, because he's like right at the level threshold to not auto aggro, but we could try to start some shit regardless. Oops, I guess we can't do enough water and ether sorcery to actually do anything there. And I guess if we step in this thing, we're just gonna be dead in like 2 seconds, yep. Let's not be dead in like 2 seconds. Let's see if we can actually lure this guy a little bit away, or at least wait until he's not right next to it. Where is the Adam? Okay, no. Apparently the thing that I did in the menu just now didn't change anything, because Adam is still like the one that's at the forefront. I also forgot to actually switch to Haze as the main blade that Laura's supposed to be equipped with, but we can fix it in just a second. There we go. Time to spam this as much as possible. Wait, was that Cloudburst? Like a level 2 one instead of a level 1. Oh, because we don't need to do the level 2 anymore, I don't think. It's just level 1 and 3. Which means that we better just take care of this now. I already charged up to level 2, so might as well keep going into level 3 now. Let's we'll do this.
I mean, we are, right?
The rest of you hardly even broke a sweat.
I'm pretty sure that I also forgot to look at the affinity chart for what's his name over there, the one that's all the way on the left. This guy.
My sword is sharper with each day.
Even though I did, in fact, complete that. Evil Wolf and Golden Twin Mesa, so we need to kill Antols and Wolves in here. I think, yeah, we don't need to be like too delicate with the rest of this stuff. Too concerned.
This is becoming addictive.
I'm not paying too much attention to what we're actually getting from these gathering spots, but maybe they actually do include
I'm something of an expert.
some of the materials we need for the final, or not, maybe not the final, but like the, oh, hello. The other Hugo thing that we haven't crafted yet to actually be able to examine more of those machine things. apparently the friggin' haze attacks are enough for her to get targeted, even though she's supposed to be a healer. I see that Major selected, but she doesn't actually have any higher than level 1 thing. Wait, what? Oh, it's not over yet. Damn it. But it apparently was over enough for everyone to believe that they weren't in combat anymore, and so all the combo counters reset. That's convenient. I guess I could also have a Mithra level 2, or not, never mind. I should also need to spam level 1 and level 2 combos or specials for her. Okay, come on, this is like our opportunity right here. We could also do overkill the chain attacks here, but...
Huh? What's gotten into you all of a sudden?
No reason. Just thought I should mention it.
But I don't know. Well, let's head over here. There's apparently multiple things that we need to look at, multiple of these blue spots. What is with them? Well, there's a thing. Do we need to complete an excavation check? We do.
Something's buried down here. Don't have to tell me twice.
At least there's actually something buried down here. There is. Would this be the thing that we've been looking for, though?
The suspense is killing me.
At least we don't need to complete a separate check to... open the chest. Where's that thing over there? Mine Fortress Desmore? Oh boy. Well, I don't think that thing that's all the way over there is what we want to focus on. Save a wolf. What about this? Une Echidno here. I think I'm guessing we'll actually aggro if we get close to it, and it actually will like be near us. Well, this is like a separate quest that we can maybe accept. With the Adventurer Palva. You're not the same person we talked to before, are you? No, water. Oh goodness. Well, do we have water? Have we drunk anything during this this whole thing? I mean, we have this stuff. 54 lacto nuts. 9 ruby pineapples. Find items with a high water content and deliver them to Palva. Well, what about these things? Are they good enough? Those give 4, these give 3, and these give 10. Okay, what about the ruby pineapple? We have a few of those. Those only give 5. That seems like a crappy deal. We can just keep on spamming these. But not all the way. Now we'll give them 2 of those and they'll be perfectly balanced. Perfectly efficient. Well, that was easy. Dream implies it might not actually happen, eh? But it's definitely gonna happen. Well, chowed down a couple of red pollen orbs I found in a green barrel. Well, my body got really hot, so I gulped down a whole bunch of water. Partner never came back. Didn't want to give up my lead. Well, Ghana Desert has gold just lying around all over the place for anyone to take. Well, that seems... yeah, ask any Torna school child and they'll tell you what that is. No more than a legend then. Didn't come all the way out here to dig because of some childhood fairy tale, you know. Got a machine that tells you exactly where the gold is, really. How does it work? All it needs is a gravitonic clutch and it should be up and running and sniffing out gold like nobody's business, so it doesn't actually work right now, and yet here you are. Oh. Then he's slightly late. Oh, did we help this guy before? Like, make the cylinder, maybe? Big help, and dude, I needed to get gravitonic clutch. Yeah, I guess so. Need to get the Fortune Finder Matron 4000 up and running. Oh. I mean, should you already have the thing that you said you needed? Because that's the thing that we need to haul up for you, and it already happened, even though the salvage minigame doesn't actually exist in this. this version. When switch on, machine will run all over the desert and find gold that buried in the sand, so it's a Roomba. But it's supposed to cover the entire desert. I mean, we pretty much learn in the base game that like much of this old technology would basically be implied to be ruins of old human technology from the space age. I don't know. Notice that the fortune finder patron failed to find her patron any fortune. Sunk every last penny of my savings into modding the FF4000 so it produces results in fast. Well, crazy inventor who live in capital or anyone. I mean, we haven't really heard how that machine is actually supposed to detect gold. I guess we're following this up. Community lost, really. Can we undo that at least? But we got supporters 9. Required for next level 7, but wait. Did the required for next level thing decrease? No, I think no. Because we needed 16 for the next level, but we actually lost community. How did that work? I hope we can get that back, because otherwise this seems like a pretty crappy deal. Oh, yeah, I guess here we are supposed to be good with machines. Find a skilled machinist in the capital or a skill. Okay, so we have a number of options here at least. Let me keep going in this direction, see if I can maybe find another landmark so I can just teleport back. Hello. Scorpions. At least I don't have to deal with the scorpions since I'm right on the level threshold to avoid that. Greets Antol, Serbi Antol, hold on. Oh, and of course the big one, which is not the type that I want to fight, is the one that actually decides to get into a fight. We'll deal with this, it'll be fine. We might even try to do the overkill with chain attack this time. Quite close to that anyhow. Oh, here comes the goal to probably get caught up in all this shit. This just seems very inconvenient. Yeah, chain attack ready, but we would probably... It would probably be a good idea for us to actually be able to set up a few more things here. Let's do level 3, or at least maybe set up the target of the chain attack to die a little bit easier. I reckon that would be a good idea. Come on, it's just guarding now. Well, I'll just spam these hearts anyway. I'm pretty sure they'll serve me well. Healing. We don't really need you as badly as I suspected we might, but that's okay. Okay, so this thing is gonna die soon. Oh, come on. Did he seriously switch to fucking Mythra for just like a split second or whatever? Let's just do it now. Let's have Haze participate in the chain attack first, I think. Actually, what would be the best way to guarantee that I can break at least a couple of these element orbs? Let's see. So this isn't gonna be opposed to anything. Right now only Mythra and GNR, but I still need to use Haze, goddammit. Well, I can attack in the second round, it's gonna be Menoth, so we can attack like the Dark Element one to break the light one, but also... Because what stuff that we have, like Dark Light and Lightning, and then the final one has Fire and... Definitely let's use Lore first. And you can do this. And then we can use Bridget to ensure that one of these things will be broken. And now we have guaranteed overkill. Here we go. And now it doesn't really matter what we pick, at least as much I don't think. And then we can definitely break that one next. Let's use Mithra too. I think she's also supposed to be used in these things.
Don't expect to recover from this.
I guess we can use the Geon to like break this. Doesn't really matter like how much we extend this. And we just keep using haste, I think. I mean, this thing is gonna break no matter what we do. Last one. I'm gonna even spam even more healing. Use a Geon, I don't think it... I don't think that any more of these, or any one of the abilities that are on Team Hugo needed to be used more times in these chain attacks, but just a couple of these other ones did. And by at least a couple of these other ones I pretty much just mean Mithra and Haze, I think. Let's finish it up with Bridget. Oh, I level up even. Oh, nice. I'm just gonna have him grab all this crap so I could actually... I'll get a few more things, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Make much of a difference, like, for the item drops, I don't think, if you do the overkill. I think the main difference it makes is, what the fuck, our little animals also decided to come by here. But you know what? Yeah, this thing is gonna die a lot faster, I suspect, than the rest of these things did. There we go, wasn't that exciting? And we even managed to get this kind of thing for Menoth and Foresight level 3, because we needed to participate in like just two overkill things, or 2 level 3 combo finishers things. Let's see exactly what we got. We have spammed this enough that we need to use this 9 more times, and 1 more for this one, and yeah. To participate in chain attacks another 11 times though, so that's gonna take a bit. Driver combo finisher, driver combo finisher. Wouldn't driver combo finisher be, what's it called? Literally, what the fuck is it called? Smash from launch. How would she do that? Would it have to be with a switch art for certain? Oh yeah, that reminds me, we never equipped this fucking thing. Wildflower salad, we need to do it now.
I always make sure to get my 5 veggies a day. How about you? My lady, have you tried this?
Is it safe for humans to eat flowers though? Would they like it all that much? Oh well. It's enough to get the final level of...
Diligence and devotion.
Whatever this is, Keen Eye.
Hey, if it makes my life easier.
And this was for 5 full blade combos. There you go. More accuracy, more evasion rate. 2 more chain attack participations to complete this. And 7 more blade combo finishers though to complete that one. And I need to... What about the overkill thing? There's like a couple of blades I needed to do overkill as part of a chain attack. Where are they? Oh, we defeated 2 Tumber Rogals already, but I guess we should have done this first. Oh well. Lock attack. Who needed to do that?
I will make full use of this skill.
Was it you? No, I did 75 attacks, but not enough to complete this thing. Spell Team Blade more times, use Spell Penance more times. Treasure Troves. Actually, doesn't this mean... Oh yeah, we got the friggin'
It would seem I have much left to learn.
next tier of key affinity stuff. Astro Flyer and Hoary Wheel, yada yada yada. 100-year Wave, Evade. And then Race Affinity. There's an enemy. Help an incapacitated ally. Have we completed the 4 unique monsters? I feel like we have. So we could get this one immediately if we get this one, but this one's just like a pain to aim for. It's so freaking chance-based. Get money. We haven't gotten 500,000 in money yet, but yeah, who the hell did the overkill stuff? Someone did. You? 5 times, okay, so I guess only him. Thought more people wanted the overkill thing, but I guess not. So we don't need to worry about... we might want to do more chain attacks anyway, just because that'll help us build this, and chain attack participation for Mithra and for Haze. They're the only ones who actually care about that right now, though, from what I've seen. But we don't need to do like evade and attack. Well, I guess evade and attack would be the only thing for a Gion that would call for him being in the lead. But once that's complete, we can probably switch him out for Bridget so that she can spam low-level combos as well. We made it to level 38, so this thing should also not really care that we're here. Donkey Kong is just gonna chill out over there. Pilgrim's Springland. Well, there's more Amoras up there that should probably pick a fight. If we get in their line of sight. But I guess that didn't just happen. Did I come from the north or did I come? No, I came from the south. Okay. I guess I can try to get all the way up to the north so I can maybe at least trigger another landmark to appear.
Aren't we interested?
Listen to the sound of my voice.
What are these things? Flammy? Yeah, or Flammy.
Aren't we intrepid?
What is this thing over here? Sleepwalker Mark? Is that a unique monster? I mean, yeah, it is. It's got the unique monster marker, but I don't really like how you can't really tell that it's supposed to be a unique monster from the like from the health bar thing. You can only tell on the field before you select it, which is pretty much in contrast with how it worked in Xenoblade 1, where you can tell from the health bar marker thingy, or maybe not the health bar marker thingy, but like the monster name thing. I don't remember if it was the same thing that the health bar shows up in. And the thing that displays the monster name on the field is how you can tell if it's a unique monster or not in Xenoblade 1. And I think it might have also worked like that in Xenoblade X, but I don't remember too clearly.
Aren't we intrepid? Nature makes a fine ally.
I'll really get back to that game. I think that right now, at least for all the like post-game stuff that I would be working on off-stream,
This is becoming nature makes a fine ally.
I'll probably just try to get as much out of this game as possible, and then, well, maybe not as much as possible, because a big part of that would just be like playing the gacha game over and over again in the base game until I get as many of the rare blades as possible, and that's just a massive pain. Or at least try to do as many side quests as I can actually get without having to resort to that. And then move back to Xenoblade X, and then move back to my playthrough, which I was only about half done with, of the Switch version of Xenoblade 1.
Aren't we intrepid? Nature makes a fine ally.
Which was also kind of taking a while, because for that playthrough I wanted to do all the unique monsters, which some of them become missable after a certain point if you don't kill them by then. And one of the most obnoxious ones to deal with in that game, if you want to do it when you first come across it, is Mischievous Navarius from Sword Valley. It's just a really annoying foe to fight, if you're prepared. Okay, I get the feeling that we're about to run into something if we just keep walking in this direction. I mean, it is right there, but before we go there, how about we go back to the campfire all the way back here? And also, how about we like do a repeat of the desert trek and go to the southwest and the middle this time, just to see what's over there before we head into the capital.
You remember our destination, don't you?
This is becoming a nature makes a fine ally.
Pleasant stroll, even though sometimes one of the characters says whoosh in this version after we teleport, to kind of indicate that we just kind of did that very quickly, didn't we? We found a treasure. It was not very impressive, though. Treasure's yours. Okay. I mean, these... oh, we gained another supporter. Even though we lost one, apparently, based on one of the previous missions. Oh, we bought another one, this time to an island with actual golden berries. Well, Sure how that pans out. We got new people to have talked to. There's this guy, Harmon from Portland Village. And this person whose name thing overlaps with the thing on the bottom and makes it a bit hard to read, or at least the thing that mentions what quest we did for her.
Always happy to put a smile on people's faces.
Oh yeah, this thing. I forgot that was technically the quest that was selected. When you came out of Bragan Canyon, did you see a tower-looking building at the Aureus Palace in the Torna capital? Oh yeah, you can apparently see the top of that tower from anywhere in the desert, unless you like right up against a wall that happens to be between you and it. But let's see, if we go to look at the Hugo crafting stuff, what will be the... Hugo's called a Tector, oh. So we can just do this right now, we don't have to protract this at all. We already got the Muscle Branch, the Flyer Stinger, we got 34 Flyer Stingers, probably from the ones that we had to kill that came out of the nests.
Phew, finished.
Phew. Well, we got a Charge Shaft already, so I don't know where we got that or the Bismuth Slab. But I guess we need to get more Bismuth Slabs, and then we can actually finish the Golden Seeker. We don't have anything else that hasn't been prepared before that we can prepare now, do we? What do we need for this? We need more Sun Cogs, and apparently we have found a Sun Cog. Only I could tell where. And there's the Marine Fish Meat, which I think I looked that up, and the only way to really get that is to kill the flying monsters that you see early in the game, but they're like level 40 something, and they apparently are the ones that only... Like, they don't fly over the land, they just kind of fly on the fringes of the land, so honestly I don't even know like how you would get their attention. Can we level up artificially? Yes, we can. Okay.
I fight for my friends.
I do the animate rope.
All credit to my siblings in arms.
Well, I think the controller is all charged up, so let me do that. That was quick. And let me also take an opportunity to do a quick paranoia save. Sure wouldn't want to lose these past 2 hours of stuff that I did. That would be a tragedy. I mean, there's like an autosave function that this version apparently has, but it's turned off by default, so... I mean, we got through the entire, like, 100-hour game that was the base game without relying on anything like that, so surely it wouldn't be an issue now. Oh boy, there's like level 40 enemies this way. I did see these guys, I mean... They're not entirely,
Aren't we intrepid?
an unreasonable challenge at this point, since we're level 39 for the leader, but... Even so... So check out what's over here. Is this like an oasis? Lake Wynn. If we're across Steppe, I guess this is where the quote-unquote higher level enemies would probably just be. So if I just try to avoid all of these encounters for now.
Water, serve my will.
We can activate this thing, which I think, with the voice acting in Xenoblade 1 was pronounced as Geyser, even though I don't think I ever heard it pronounced like that beforehand. I always said Geyser or Geyser. There's a Ligar Marin. We can maybe actually engage that thing if we can somehow get its attention to try for the Marin Fish Meat, but... I mean, what else would be up here, if anything?
This is becoming addictive.
Nature makes a fine ally.
Oh. Yeah. Figured that we were gonna get something's attention if we just kept on walking around here. There's plenty of such creatures. Oh jeez. Oh Jesus Christ. That was quite quick. I was not expecting one of those fly thingies to
We can take them on a bit later.
deliver death so swiftly.
To know your limits, though.
This is becoming addictive.
But yeah, how do we get more of those Bismuth Prism things? Do we just get them from... Yeah, I guess we do get them from these mineral gathering spots, and actually think he just got 2 more, which I think that's just exactly how many we were missing to be able to do the gold detector. Or not gold detector for the quest, but the gold detector that's like to be able to check the gold machines for parts. Can I guess just go back and make it right now.
I'm a little nervous, to tell you the truth.
Well, apparently we're still missing 1. We needed 4, not 3. Damn it. Oh well. I am somewhat peeved at the fact that it wasn't enough yet, but let's take another look. Let's see if we can actually avoid combat completely this time, or at least avoid combat with again all creatures, which may actually prove to be a threat, like this thing, Rapture. I don't trust my own tendency, or maybe not tendency, but like I don't trust myself to actually aggro even one of those things by itself, just because of the fact that I am expecting it to be like the other Raptures and Xenoblade X, or Xenoblade X, did I just say? No. In the base game of Xenoblade 2, the creatures which look like that would just kind of wait until they're low on health, and then they just run and get reinforcements, and that's really annoying. I see this shadow. Is that thing gonna... It's Flying Fortress Desmore, which... Is that a unique monster? That is indeed a unique monster. I wonder how you would even get its attention, though. It's flying really high up. These Griffoxes? Yeah, I remember what these things were called. They're the ones that look like miniature versions of Barioth from Monster Hunter. Except they're only the ones that actually live in the snow area in Tandle. They look like the proper Barioth. Well, I was expecting to maybe get another location, or another location or another landmark, but I guess that was not to be. I guess I will just head straight for the capital after this battle is concluded. I wonder if I should bother with another chain attack here. Let's try to spam the level 1 defense again, so much as possible. Ooh, shoot. Even though I've messed it up there. Oh well, it shouldn't make a difference. As far as that counting as an attack. Yeah, how about switching off? That would be convenient. And apparently he refuses to do it. That seems bad. But did he do it? Did he actually hit level 3 combo? No, he didn't. Anyway. How about now? Could you maybe go ahead and switch off to Mithra now? That would be convenient, so I could use that as the combo finisher. I guess I can't necessarily expect that. Well, I also cannot do the chain attack. It seems hilarious I can at least do this because I don't have enough party meter to actually initiate that. Well, maybe I can do it on another one of these enemies. They all live long enough. Yeah, there we go. Let's do it now. I mean, we're gonna do overkill no matter what. Yeah, doesn't really matter what order we do this in. This is gonna kill everyone though. Or just one enemy. No, just one enemy. Not just as well. Can we build up enough meter to, or combo meter at least, to do another level 1 for haste, I wonder. Yeah, there we go.
We make such a wonderful team, you and I.
Don't be. I'm about as nimble as you are, royal.
I'll drink to that.
Who said that? I guess Adam was one of the people who spoke just now, but I didn't catch who the other person was supposed to be. Oh well. Let's see, what just happened? What did we get from this? Survey Antle? So yeah, I forgot about that. Like, defeat X of one enemy. Greets Antles, I didn't catch that. Those were also targets. And evade 50 attacks, which means that the other will just happen by itself. Oh yeah, this guy not managed to evade more attacks. 5 more attacks. I guess he didn't. Wonder if let me try something. I switch to the Hugo team and then just switch like this and then pick a fight with this thing. Or just let it pick a fight with me, which I get probably what will happen if I just walk in front of it. Or not. This one seems unusually peaceful for other ones of its kind that we've seen. I'm sure that we can evade more attacks if I just keep spamming this thing. Make sure that you keep the aggro. Are you kidding me? Come on. Go ahead and give me the aggro if you would. That's the plan here. And then just help me evade. Is that enough to where I can get the thing? Let's see. Apparently not. Did that count as increasing the aggro counter at all? Or the evasion counter, I mean? There's an enemy with an attack. Apparently it didn't. I don't know why that didn't count, but I thought that we had the evasion active several times there. Very strange. Oh well, so I just won't have to concern myself too much over trying to activate that on purpose, since I'm still not clear on exactly how it works. Seems to have been happening at least 25 times by itself, so clearly I don't need to be that concerned. Okay, let's actually move on now, or not, never mind. Kind of forgot, but probably need to, or should turn this into the people that are over here. Might as well do that before we actually go to the next objective.
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
We still don't have enough parts to make the stupid gold thingy, do we? We can probably get more of those parts from... or more mechanical parts that we would need for other stuff, I mean, from the...
This is becoming addictive.
not gold machine that's over there. And just any other machines in the desert, I would imagine. We've really found that many of those. Okay, here we go.
This is becoming addictive.
It's gonna be enough to get the last bismuth prism that we needed, or whatever it was called. Apparently not. God damn it. Greets and also seem to be quite good at detecting us even when we're not really that close to them. Yep, like right there. That's a good example. Thank you for demonstrating. Please do Aqua 2, so we can maybe, just maybe set up a turret to be the... oh shit. To be the level 3, but I don't know how well that'll actually work, considering the track record for it so far. I get the feeling that the most effective way to actually pull that off would be to play as the team item and then manually make sure that Mithra is selected for level 3. But it really doesn't seem reliable if you just let the AI do it. Oh, whoops. Yeah, maybe I could do it the other way around, like to... Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. Double loaded, never mind. God damn it. Let's see, maybe we can do level 2 with Haze and then do level 3 with Mithra, but we need to actually build up a level 2 with Haze first. And I get the feeling that by the time that happens, we'll deal with... There we go. Maybe possibly can we please activate the Mithra one? No, we can't. Fucking... or whatever, we can maybe at least do the level 3 with Haze if we manage to build it up in time. Before all of these things die. There we go. Chain attack ready. Is there even gonna be anything left alive after this guy to do the chain attack on? Nope. I also didn't do the final button mash thing there because wasn't really that much of a point anymore. Wait, is that really all of the combo spam ones completed? Let me see. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Striving brings results.
How close are we? We're not super close to the final key affinity thing for her, but surely close enough. 20% HP when that connects to the whole party when landing a hit. For Southern Whirlwind, and what about this? Participate in the chain attack, so she doesn't need to be the one in the forefront, but now we need to collect more HP potions. And perform a driver combo finisher. So both she and Mithra have that problem, I guess. Okay, she only needs to participate in a chain attack one more time, it looks like, according to this, and do 7 more finishers. But she also needs to do more combo spams, so I should probably just switch to the team item now and have Mithra as the Vanguard, that's what it's called, there's an actual term for this, which I'm not good at remembering. Combo finisher, yeah. The combo finisher is gonna be one of the kind of more obnoxious ones to keep pulling off consistently, I feel like. This is also gonna take a while, it looks like. Beltane Blade. Will appends, such as just like the regular combo spams.
Only to use this in the service of His Majesty.
Oh, this already happened. Is Divinity in combat? That'll happen relatively easily, I suspect. 4500, what about the other one? 3400, yeah. Just keep him in the lead as well. Radius. Yeah, I guess we... Doesn't really matter what we do now, just keep Haze in the lead as well. I feel like she's gonna have less... Well, she usually has more affinity right now. But oh well. She also needs to collect the friggin' health potions, so... And the level 2 thing has a chance to spawn health potions, so I should probably spam that whenever possible. And let's do the Chroma Dust, the Light Striker, so yeah, I think what I'm gonna be doing now is, like I said, have Team Adam in the lead and have Mithra in the lead. Where are the people we needed to talk to for this stupid quest though? There we go. Have to keep my purpose in focus here, or I'll never get anything done. Hey, look what we brought you. Can't really say if it was successful or not, but apparently it's gonna work. I believe it, I hope. Certainty decreased rapidly. I mean, I don't know what we even did to it, but flip that switch and turn dude and my dude. God, I wrote this, but whatever. What did it do? That was quick. Too bad we didn't actually animate whatever it did. Came back with something. What could it be? I mean, apparently it's a freaking ether gathering point. I don't know how that those could have been moved, but what do we have to say now if I speak to you right now? apparently gold. But please take a look because...
I don't know why I'm the one doing this.
Oh, well, it brought back 2 coins, so... What do you have to say after that? Let's talk to Papa, see what she think. Well, what does she have to say about that? There really was gold buried in the Dana Desert, even though it was barely anything. Really? Sure, the machine didn't just find gold that traveling merchants dropped accidentally. Well... all for nothing, it was all for like 200 gold or something. And we became Mythbusters. Like looking to the sunlight to... oh, did we like regain community for both of them or just for one? No, probably for both of them. Can't believe we managed to solve the mystery of the Dana Desert. Well, so we did end up gaining community after that at least. That means now actually rich. Enough rich to eat delicious meat every day. Well, depends on how you look at things, I guess. Oh, we only need 4 supporters for the next level, which means we only need to collect more of these, or more of these side quests to complete. I sure do wonder what will happen if we move on to the next level, though.
Good enough for you?
Well, apparently that was good enough to get us a key affinity reward level 4 for that guy. Minoth. Who's literally right here, so I don't know why I switched the way that I did.
More growing to do. Oh boy.
There's Crocetta somewhere. Oh, there we go. But yeah, if we look at our quest log, we don't really have that much more to do we? Support letting Kaira circle around. We need to bring that person, like, food, I think. We can also probably deal with this right now, do the, like, kill monsters. Which are, like, mid-30 levels in Gormott, because we are at that level ourselves now, so we can take care of it easily, I think.
Just gonna randomly look over here.
So random? Okay. Well, we got the bismuth slab, so we should probably go ahead and actually come back to the bonfire. Before we move forward.
Well,
Whoosh.
shall we continue?
Where's the one that says whoosh anyway? Is it Laura?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Or maybe Haze, but... Can we actually create this metal gold detector thingy now? We should be able to.
I'm a little nervous.
Golden Seeker and Electrocytes. Lure range by 2 meters, hit and drop collection range by 50 meters. Well done. We need this. It's more important to get this right now. And once we get that, yeah. We need 2 more of these bismuth slabs to be able to make the Electrocyte thing. Well. Maybe we will actually try to spam farm that right now, because there should be a collection point right over here on the way to the, like, high-level oasis thing. And there is.
I don't know why I'm the one doing this.
And can we get 2 bismuth slabs from these things? No, just 1, but you know what we can do? Yes, go ahead and spam, well, not spam, but just like literally just reload the screen, which should be enough to get this thing to show up again. And sure enough it does.
I don't know why I'm the one doing this.
Because this only takes a second, why wouldn't we do this? And there we go. We got 1 extra. Should have spawned before, but for some reason it didn't want to. But with this...
Just gonna
Nature
randomly
makes a
look over
fine
here.
ally.
And finally...
I'm a little nervous.
I'm not really finally, but I don't know that we've been waiting too long to actually get this,
Success.
whatever this is. What did we need for this again? Suncog. And I'm pretty sure that we have gotten, like, the couple of Suncogs that we do have, we have gotten from here, from this area. Okay, at least we got the more important one. Time to check yet again, though, if every single one of these to see if there's anything else that we can make now that we couldn't before. Nope, just need the marine fish meat and that Suncog stuff. Actually, no, before we leave, let's rest. See if we can artificially increase our level yet again.
There might be things I don't know yet.
'Tis but a drop in the vast ocean of possibility.
Yeah, freaking
I
hero.
fight for my friends.
Always one step behind everybody else for some reason. I mean, he was the last to join the party, and we had been progressing through things in a pretty grindy fashion so far, so it's not that surprising, but even so. Let's see. Now that we have done that, why don't we go ahead and actually move on? I don't suspect, or I don't expect, I should say, that
There yet?
Our journey continues.
we're gonna have to deal with any boss encounters or anything like that before we can actually move on to whatever this area is.
Just gonna
Nature
randomly
makes a
look over
fine
here.
ally.
Why would we, after all? What would be the justification for that? I wonder. What about this treasure trove here?
There's
What
a
you got?
clear structure to this lock.
Oh, damn.
Steady.
It's all right. You can't rush these things.
Well, I guess Bridget does have the lockpicking thing, even though that's not one of the skills that she has in the base game. That's pretty much the skill that a bunch of different blades turn out to have, if you collect a number of them, but I think Bridget is one of them. Base game.
Just gonna randomly look over here.
Just gonna randomly head over to the right of the gates.
Nature makes a
Randomly look over
fine
here.
ally.
But will this be worth it? Is there gonna be like a treasure chest hidden in the corner? Nope, apparently not this time. It's just like an inconvenient corner that doesn't really hide anything away.
I don't know what
I'm something of an
going to
expert.
use.
But how can we possibly proceed without, you know, checking each and every one of these corners? There might be something interesting in one of them, like one of those machines could be like purposefully tucked into one of these little cubbyhole alcoves.
I don't know what
I'm something of an expert.
And that could have the 3 Suncogs that we're missing to get even more of a money bonus, I guess. That's what that thing that we're missing to craft with them was supposed to be, right? Or we could just say that we probably already looked at everything, which now seems to be the case, and actually go into this gate. Which I guess is supposed to be like some kind of steampunk Shinto temple kind of deal entrance. I don't even know. And this is a bridge. Is it actually bridging anything? I guess there's supposed to be water on the edges of this bridge if you look at the map. And sure enough there is. At least it doesn't seem to be the same kind of bridge that you would see in like King's Quest, where you fall in and you're immediately killed by crocodiles. Oh. Like right now. I mean, you can discount that at any moment. You can go ahead and prove me wrong. And show me the King's Quest factor, but I guess that's not gonna happen right now. There's Chalcedony, the Anxious Guard, that's his actual name. Oh hey, here's an old machine. Does this one have more Suncogs? See, it has 1 Suncog. And we probably just found a pretty good spot actually for spamming the
I don't know why I'm the one doing this.
that particular gathering spot for that kind of material. So wasn't there no, never mind, there's no... Well, we haven't found any landmarks yet, but I get the feeling that we're about to. So we actually head inside, which we didn't get a chance to speak to the guards. Damn it.
Well, that's not right.
What's not right?
This Titan. Why isn't it in its real form?
You noticed.
What do you mean?
That isn't the original form of the Torna Titan. In ancient times, the Torna Titan held awesome power. Torna made use of that power to dominate all West for 1,000 years. But the power was shut away in the reign of Electos I. Since then, the Titan has looked like this. See that glowing sphere in the castle tower? That forms the seal.
Is that what Maus is aiming for?
Why would he do that? Wouldn't it be a threat to him too?
Truthfully, I don't know myself. But in any case, if he makes a move for it, it is clear what we must do.
Agreed.
You can see the palace in the distance. We should head there first. Offer our report to His Majesty.
I mean, I think I remember hearing about the true form thing before, but I don't think they went into that at all in the... I think they just like mentioned that once and then dropped it in the base game. I mean, what does the Titan look like now that's really that significantly different from whatever the old form was? Because I think you still see whatever the old form was supposed to be if you look at it on the map. Like if you go here. You got Kingdom of Torna, and isn't that literally the thing that's the same thing that we saw in that cutscene just now? I don't really get how it looks that different, but I suppose I'm forced to assume that it does. How about we go ahead and take a step back and talk to the people here? Could I ask you a question? What age should a big brother stop making a little bros pack lunch for him? Even as a job of doing currently on the gate, so he can make some damn pack lunch. I'm old enough, damn it. Well, brothers can give themselves a boost with accessories, blades, with scores, right? Yeah. That seems like a bit of an odd segue to point that mechanic out, but there's this thing that works directly on the cells to make them lustrous and moist, really. Well, it's stuck to everyone here. We can't miss that opportunity, especially in this game where we're trying to build a community thing, which I actually almost forget about. Gotta get all these people on the affinity chart thingy. Or region. Tried raising the trotting Armu to make it harder. I looked over at my shoulder at the same time. Well, Armus don't even really understand the idea of competition. They just love me as their master. Well, I mean, the Armu model in this game doesn't seem to be that much changed from like just the one that was used for the Armus all the way back in Xenoblade 1, like the original Wii version. So not much of a change in 7 years. I just believe in respecting the life that surrounds us. Titan, humans, blades are all the same, really. Boy. So it's like the astronomy hippie vibe. Deku. Why do I get the feeling that I've seen that and opened with that name in another one of these games? The category is proud trader of Volti's Trade Guild. Also, here are some more of these drug barrels just sitting around, as per usual. Nobody seems to be concerned about their presence or suspicious in the slightest.
Okay, what you got?
But there's still barrels full of drugs. And money, I guess. Does seem like there's a fair few things to see here, even if we don't just go directly to the objective. Other side of the moat there is fancy schmancy gardens. In one corner of gardens is a very tall lookout point. I get the feeling that there's gonna be like an actual Daredevil jumping spot just based on that. Like in Borderlands 2. Or whatever else. Guess that must be the full shipment for today. Hey Chica, did you know that your name doesn't really isn't really the kind of thing that you would call a name depending on the context? What about you, Tyler? Don't all these fish look happy and healthy? Well, not when they're dead. How many big glossy fish are swimming around in the moat? Every one of them started out in these pails. Oh. Oh, I guess they're not dead, never mind. I thought that he was actually selling them for their meat. Fish farmer, that's what that said. But that said something else for some reason. Hey, Clark, what are you doing over here? You know this warehouse belongs to the Royal Palace, right? How about a story to pass the time? This warehouse is old. Nothing is buried beneath it like treasure, maybe. Well, I don't have any like actual quests to link to this place yet or anything, so I have no idea if that's actually there's gonna be anything to that or not. I'll pass the rest of these people who are just walking by. They're not good enough to have names, I suppose. Guess we can just go straight ahead and this be our objective. What about you? Mature flautist. Wouldn't it be flutist? If it's someone who plays a flute. Going around and entering from side of shopping ward. Does that mean that we actually are not going to be able to enter from here? I guess not. Given that we can unlock the landmark. Meeting gate is still closed. I mean, if there's still another way to get into the palace, then why would they close the gate? Not done eaten yet. Can it be over? Is that supposed to be like the Gormott Scottish kind of accent? Oh, Moradine. Actually, that makes more sense because I guess Gormott is supposed to be more Welsh, and then Moradine has the stereotypical Scottish accent. What about you, Sorrel? Are you crying? What's up with this? Oh, your face is really red. Had a bit of a rough time lately and it's affecting my cooking. Well, can't really recommend anything back to whatever I was doing before, I guess. We're just gonna ignore that. Nothing worthy of a quest here. You're looking for any instruments in particular this fine day. Torna and Viela. Is there anything like that weird string instruments that they make a point of showing off in Torgoth? I guess not. Once you learn some pieces, you can join an ensemble. Well, I guess that's how you sell your stuff. Speaking of selling stuff, how much money do I have right now? I have kind of halfway to $500,000, so $250,000. Do we have anything? All sorts will be here in the city, but everyone carries their own worries around. I mean, sure, but no one has actually initiated the quest with me in this city yet. Maybe that will actually be something that'll happen, or something that'll maybe only happen if we...
And a fine locale it is too.
You read about the inn? Okay, that seems specific. But I wonder if some other stuff will only be opened up when we level up the community thing. I just have to keep doing all these quests in order to even come close to doing that.
just open it.
Yeah, nothing can go wrong.
Let's just open it.
Let's go ahead and claim even more of these drugs for ourselves, which we can just put back into circulation and not get any negative consequence from that, I don't think. There are certain countries where drivers use blades like they're disposable items. I mean, we kinda can do that in the main game, because we just have the stupid gacha game to deal with, but... Humans, blades, and titans live together in harmony. I mean, are there really that many more titans other than the big titan that just makes up the entire world here? Here we go, here's a guy. Maybe this guy would have been able to fix the machine thing that we had before. You have a look about you that tells me you might be interested in my most marvelous inventions. It's been getting more and more difficult to find the parts I need. Could you by chance help the great Gideon collect some machine parts? Well, I mean, I'd rather keep some of this stuff to be able to do things for myself, but oh, just any machine parts, a ton of these things where you just have to fill up the meter. Yeah, the sun cog. We want to keep this sun cog, that's the thing. What about this? Sounds like we have plenty of those. Yeah, I can just give you a bunch of these. I think I'll do that. Yeah, just give it another one. I mean, just have more of that than anything. Gideon's special patented perpetual music box. Just one turn of the key to play music forever and ever with no interruption. It's a perpetual energy device. I've not thought of a good way to stop it yet. Well, why don't I teach you how to make your own as thanks? Is that really a good idea, though? I'm gonna need lots of parts that can withstand the dry climate around the capital in Gormott. Oh, does that mean that the quest is not concluded here? Guess not. Bring them to Gideon in Formite Shopping Ward. Well, we got 27 of these things, it would seem. Scarlet Coil. Well, we only need 4. Might as well give them. We have Keen Eyes. Special patented jamming megaphone. Its perfectly tuned mechanism cancels out any noise from the surroundings and magnifies the user's voice. Everyone loves to sort their own voice, there's no need for an off switch. Well, that's extremely debatable, but... any voice you feed it, no matter how loud, will carry 10 pets. It's about as far as if you shout, that's pretty much the point. Well, actually the end of the quest now, even though I thought there might be another titan that isn't the Gormott or Torna that we can maybe...
You didn't have to, but thanks.
Travel to, but... right, I guess that's something to be addressed in the future. And now we only need 3 more for the next level. And we will like all those people that are for the community chart. Community chart now on the right side, but
always happy to put a smile on people's faces.
No need for us to check over all of that right now, surely. It's come to my knowledge that there are some particularly high quality parts to be had in Gormott. You can even get your hands on gold parts. But I guess we're not going to concern ourselves with what the effects of that actually would be. Hey, Marcus. What do you have to say about bugs? Shiny cells, they're strong bendy legs. If you boil them up, you get some really useful medicines. Well, need to get lots of insects as quickly as possible. So it's just like dump all of your extra parts in this guy and not just
I'd like you to trust us with
I
this.
got nuts about bugs. Not just from one region this time. Let's see. Well, we got 30, 57 of at least 2 different kinds. What about this? Speckled Monarch counts as 2. Sticky Stick counts as 5. Gregarious counts as 5, so I can just give him a bunch of these and let that be that. That counts as 10, doesn't it? Yeah. I also gave those, but nah. What about Motley Cobra? Counts as 8. And just fill out the rest of these with this 54, 53. We got you like 3 varieties of insect. That's gonna be enough. Also partial to tinkering with machinery. Oh really? Does that mean that we need to bring you machine parts now? Perhaps in the future. Are you gonna follow us as a supporter now, or perhaps not? I guess we can't follow this up at all. Just yet. What you guys? I bet you feel the same way, even though there's like half of you are women. Get medicine from the Dana Weta we collected and gave it to this girl I know to drink. What the heck's her problem anyway? Well, how can a medicine made of 100% cool things be gross? Well, I mean, what were the effects of that medicine? Did she need it? And also, isn't a Weta one of those things that's like a locust? Those actually give anything beneficial if they were to be consumed in any way. It's not even the stuff that we collected for him, or we gave him, but... I guess we better just not question it. I originally ordered extra strong glass from my teacher for making a new ship. I think it started with Mo. It's gone now. So it's that ship that they were using, the warship that they were using at the friggin' near the end of the base game. I don't remember what it was called. It was like not Monoceros, surely, because that's they were like the Torna group in the base game had 2 big ships, and one of them was called Monoceros, but I don't think that was the warship. I actually don't remember what that one was called. Utterly exquisite. Can we do anything with these stacked wooden boxes? I guess so.
Witness my irresistible force.
Irresistible force. Certainly something to brag about. There are green barrels back here. There is a treasure trove back here.
Let's just open it.
Which does not require an additional field skill check. You can see things are busy around here. How dare you? Oh well, I guess they're not trying to make light of a increased business in that situation. What is this girl doing? It's just like an interesting outfit that she's got on, and an interesting walk cycle that she has. Just like strutting past everyone. Do we really need a big army? They're just gonna keep on fixating on that even now. Hey Jerry, are you from Mariah? And busy apparently. What about you, Marina? It's a place you're after, my lordship. Just follow those steps up and it's on the left. You say that to everyone you see. We're asking after the girl. That's my daughter Freya. She's been very frail since birth. I'm not sure I follow. What girl? How did that get brought up into the conversation? Doctors say that there's no medicine in the land of Torna that would help her. Oh, there's the one that's behind her. We hadn't actually seen her, I don't think. There's lots of really neat shops all over Torna. You'll find tons of stuff that's useful for drivers and blades. I wonder if this is gonna get any kind of follow-up in the future. Seems like an odd thing to like set up and then not really take anywhere. And check out this alleyway, Akron Backstreet. There's gotta be a reason why we can come back here. Strangers come here to kick us out. Boy. They're like squatting in an alleyway? Wouldn't that be more illegal than anything? Let me see, I would like to assume that I am quite close to whatever the next plot, or the next spot that will trigger a plot advancement is. If I can find another landmark before I get there, I can kind of backtrack a little bit so I can go back to the bonfire and collect a few more of those sun cogs maybe, and also try to make the new things that I got blueprints for out of that one quest. I don't send anyone decent for this job these days. Palace hasn't needed defending in so long, no invasion gets far enough to actually threaten it. Everyone in here gets here because of family connections. We'll attack and we're on for a battering. There's a lot of arsenals won't know what hit them. The talent doesn't grow on trees, you know. Well, I mean, they have to actually... Does anyone actually have to deal with conflict? Wouldn't this be like, wouldn't it make sense for this to be kind of like the Queen's Guard, where you need like actual military experience to be eligible for that? Yeah, those swapping long spears and really functional light armor, and the vertical kerning going on there is kind of interesting. Swapping long spears and functional echt armor. Okay, here we go, Viridian Gates. How much more do we need to step? Saxon Gardens. Okay, so I wonder if the gate that will like let us get in here right from the actual entrance of the town, when that will open, but if that will open even.
What you got?
Guess we better talk to the people that are around here and then do the other thing I said I was going to, which is backtrack a little bit so I can check on the other crafting stuff. Hey Tarath, over serious soldier, what's your opinion on the National Guard situation? Listening to Niddle's complete history of Torna, his palace was built by the combined efforts of legions of humans and blades alike. Moradin was leading the world into industrial revolution and conflict was rife, so I guess Moradin isn't supposed to be a new thing now at this time period, but... Okay, does that mean that Moradin is technically older than even Tandil in the main game? That's not something I was expecting.
I don't know why I'm the one doing this. Let's just open it. Let's just open it.
Hey, Brian, is this like a Zen garden that you got going on here, I guess? With the rocks and the circle thingies. Plentiful lands of lakes and forests, exotic cities with strange houses and even stranger food. Past kings might have been brutal despots, but our king rules with reason and isn't afraid of change or reform. And what about the prince guy that they were talking about in an earlier scene that I guess is the one that's actually next in line to the throne? That's apparently insecure. I don't know.
Let's just open it.
I wonder how close we are to actually be able to get the final level of lockpicking for Bridget. Welcome to our rescue, young drivers and blades. Are you all properly equipped with accessories? I'm pretty sure we are, yeah. There's not like that many things to actually keep track of, so it's not quite as overwhelming as it can be in the base game. And, like, who is actually stashing all of these green barrels all over the world that they're actually going to be able to stash them here in the royal gardens without anyone even batting an eye? Surely that must be a way more dangerous villain than the actual villains of these games. Main tourist spot is the palace. Do they actually let tourists into the palace? It also houses workshops for renowned engineers and craftspeople. Apparently apparently not. But I guess that most people are allowed to come into this plaza at least. Yeah, that's kind of the impression that I'm getting here. Yeah, Arb, why is there here another slate piece? We've collected so many of these things and yet we still don't know what they're for. The splendid garden was made for the first king of Torna. Placement of the stones and the patterns in the sand are meant to reflect the natural world we're part of. Seeing this garden would keep the viewer from losing their grounding in nature. Well, apparently no one is really gonna care if I step on the sand and ruin the Zen garden placement, but... Gormotian and Orion. What is the Orion instrument called? My friend Saran and I first met in Orion. It was meeting him that convinced me that a music-loving heart is down to nature, not nurture. I heard there was lots of money to be made here, and it was just a really lovely place to visit. Well, I mean, are they getting money from doing this? Folk are being kind to strangers like us. But I get a feeling that I already talked to these people in the other part of Torna. In the port, maybe. Not sure. I can believe that. A little. Are you the last person that I need to talk to here? Worry about Prince Setter, not that he does not possess talent. Seems to use it only to serve himself. He may think the people don't notice what they do. I wonder if I walked right through the middle of this sand garden area. It's about to turn nighttime, I think. Just very, very suddenly.
Probably about time to make camp.
Knowing that there's a tomorrow, that's what gives us hope.
So many of the freaking NPCs in these games are so short that you can just jump over them. Like so, just my instinct, but... before we do that, there's not a thing right outside of the city, is there? But like a campfire, but you know exactly where to look at, or just where to look if you want a campfire. I think. So if we get a couple more of the sun cogs from these gatherings, we can just go straight to another campfire, I think. I guess Dano region. So how do we go? We got Lasaria, Letta. Okay, so I guess we've already checked all of Torna. There's like no other regions to explore. But I guess we better go all the way back here, because I think that's actually the closest campfire.
Well, shall we continue?
Actually, it occurs to me that I should probably try this out.
Nature makes a fine ally.
I'll just stop at the campfire now since I'm over here. Oh, hey, this person has something new to say. There's still a ton of treasure out here in Dana Desert just waiting to be found. You guys had to believe that was good at mining. Oh yeah. Wonder why. Seems like he just got a hodgepodge of different skills. I also kind of want to take a step back and see if I can...
Just gonna randomly look over here.
Kill the eel things, the rolls that we're supposed to kill for this one objective, Tumber Roll. Wonder if we can take on this thing without... Oh well. Shit. Well, let's wait a second, come back here. Let's wait right on top of this rock, or maybe not, let me...
Just gonna randomly look over here.
I'll collect the mineral stuff, which I thought I had already collected from that spot, but I guess not. Here we go. I'll actually go ahead and do this. I wonder if this is gonna be good enough for me to... Oh, Adam seems to have having a little bit of problems here. Yeah, go ahead and do a heat, level 2. See if we can build this up to level 3 or at least get off or pull up any combos before we push to kill this dude. A little bit difficult, I think, especially when we can't reliably build combos because this motherfucker just keeps moving all over the place. Maybe in just a second. Come on, just one more Fortune Edge. There, that would be enough to...
I nearly fell asleep back there.
The rest of you hardly even broke a sweat.
Ought to be enough to get at least one of those combo finishers out. Alright, let's stop at campsite now. And we should be able to make some new things and also just chat. Let's do that first, I guess. Go to the court of the Torna King to make known Miles's foul intent, or we could just come back here and craft some new things. Maybe it's best if I wait out the front of the palace. Got a bad feeling about this. Can't pay too much attention to my weird hunches, but something... okay, yeah, nothing can go wrong, especially after hearing something like that. So this dude should have some new stuff to build. Perpetual music box. That's a record. Okay, hold on. A charge shaft. Do we need charge shaft for this thing as well? We do not. Okay. I hope that we don't need any of this stuff or any of the other stuff that you can make now.
I think it turned out rather well.
So I'm also making that, and I'm also trying to make this two things now. Dilemma Rock is the only thing that we need for both of these. We should be fine. Decreases enemy detection range and out-of-battle party gauge drain rate by 25%. Can we actually get that down to 0? Because it seems like we've been getting a bunch of these things stacking together.
Phew, finished. Phew, finished.
And now we're only missing this thing, which we need what? Well, we used up charge shafts, and we know where to get geometric gear too, so we can just make this as well now, but that requires some more grinding, so I think I'll just leave that for later. It's not like vital or anything. And that ought to take care of that, so we could also rest here, but... well, let's see if I can come back this way and kill the other roll. Need for that thing. Just bully it, since the level difference is going to be significant.
Good as done. Fighting arm in arm with Mithra? Someone pinch me.
Ray of punishment.
Yeah, please come over here. That would be something I would appreciate. Well, apparently we managed to aggro one of these guys as well. The weeks. I'll start a combo with this guy now. Do a heat number 2 with oops. Well, please actually do the heat thing with Laura if we can. I'm trying quite hard to see if I can get this to work. I just do it with a bit of haste instead, which should be enough to Jesus Christ. Please get close enough so that I can actually do auto attacks and charge the combo thing, if you would be so kind. Jesus Christ. I just got somebody rolled a very biting pain on the back of my neck. That was fun. Okay, yeah, let's please actually attack this thing. I don't mean to just run away. I just wanted to actually jump around so I could actually grab the stuff that the other guy dropped. I see that as a little bit important, at least. Come on. Also do overkill, I guess. Got one element orb, so I can just extend this a little bit more. Interesting animation. Who else needed to participate in a chain attack? I think it was Jin. No, Jin needs to... It hates I need to participate. Jin needs to just to overkill with a chain attack, which should count even if he's not the one that participates. Getting a little bit of lag here, you know, just a little bit. It's making the It's making the quick time event shit a little difficult to deal with. Oh, what do you know? I can't use haze again. What a shame. I'll use Laura, might as well.
Enemy down.
We share an unbreakable bond.
We all dance to the same beat, don't we?
Great effort, everyone.
We actually got a couple of things. I'm pretty sure the thing that we got from Madoff was just the one that we were specifically aiming to kill the eagles for.
Gained more power.
We need to get some more practice in. Why are these messages so generic compared to the what's in the base game? I will use the level 1 combo a whole lot. Kill. Use that. Finisher.
Make sure you use it for all it's worth.
Okay, that's the chain attack thing dealt with. So now we just need to, like... I'll do the blade combo finisher thing another 6 times, we'll also just spam combos. Specifically level 2, that one's almost done. Maybe we could do that and then have Haze do the combo finisher, because she also needs to do that, right? Yeah. Less times than us, though. And that's everything. So the last thing that I want to check out before I go to the actual place that I'm supposed to go is go to the inn, which I forgot was its own thing. So if I stop at the inn, because I think I noticed that I could do that. I don't think this is even the first inn that we've...
Our journey continues.
that I've come across in this place. Wow, this is fancy. Kind of reminds me very vaguely of a place that I stayed in when I... Well, this is definitely fancier than the place that I'm thinking of, but... Just the layout reminds me of a place that I stayed in once a couple of years ago when I was in Bruges in Belgium. Feltley village has been attacked. Similar thing happened in Estham not so long ago. I don't even remember where Feltley was. Was it like in the first portion of Torna that we explored? Kind of trouble only ever happened abroad. We'll be safe here in the capital so long as the king's noble reign continues here, surely. Yada. So if we take a short rest here, we actually got a bunch of money, I don't even know how just now. And we can actually...
I guess there might be things I don't know yet.
I guess we can only level up if we stay at an inn, so we can't do the... Can't do the crafting stuff. If we stay at the inn, we can only level up. That seems impractical, because we can do this for free, and also do crafting if we just find a bonfire. Oh well.
Good morning, all. And what a fine morning it is.
Clearly worth it for the experience, except... maybe a little bit less so when it's an entirely false thing, but... let's actually see what the next plot event is. Nothing can go wrong, as we've underlined quite a few times by now.
Good stuff. One of my favorite parts of adventuring.
Orius Palace Guard. Apparently we could have come up right up to you and would have been able to teleport yet another, save like 2 more seconds by teleporting here directly. Expect there must be some sort of emergency. Questor Malthus is also gracing us with his presence. Yeah, like I said, nothing can go wrong. Only good things can come from this mixture of circumstances.
Malos aims for the seal?
Yes. He draws ever closer to the capital, leaving destruction in his wake. Our path here was littered with the wounds of his procession, my lord.
So, the Questor's report was true. Noble Hugo. At this time of grave peril, you have afforded us your trusty aid. Your due will be our eternal thanks.
I'm scarcely worthy of it, your majesty. As the Titans breathe, I merely followed Prince Adam against the peril we face. In truth, it is to him that your kind praise is due.
Ah, the trust of the dread Ardanian throne. 'Tis a much valued gift to our young scion of Ileta. Mark it well. It gladdens me.
Your most noble honors pierce my unworthy heart, my lord.
Begging your pardon, Lord, would that honor were the only currency in this grave business? An armed band transgressed the sacred boundaries of the capital without regal assent. The act merits bitter punishment.
Suppose you that our soldiers can subdue Malos alone?
I don't...
Indeed. The army of resistance fearlessly dashes to our nation's aid. They tremble not in the face of the mightiest of foes. To punish them is unthinkable.
Yes, but...
Zeta, what does not bend only breaks. We must suffer to Adam his just bounty. I hereby enfeoff you as Lord of Heblin.
This is too much for me, my lord. First, I must busy myself with the command of the resistance force. We can't allow Malos to take the seal. I'd be much obliged if you could grant permission for the resistance to move freely within your lands, lord.
As you wish. Brave soldiers of Torna, hear your king. Our country must make its own sacrifice to halt the terrible power of the Aegis.
Indol, too, pledges its flesh and blood to the cause. I humbly confess that it was my own lack of foresight which brought us to this pass.
My brother, or rather, my lord, what is your aim? Why give Heblin to Adam?
He has declined our offer. Perhaps our good wishes suffice.
Yet still he holds all the power. He makes allies of foreign lords without permission and gathers together a fighting force.
Zeta, my brother, hear me well. The sickened world rests heavy upon my crown. I fear too heavy for my mortal neck.
Majesty.
And this disorderly throne is more apt for one such as Adam.
Brother, you mean to set my birthright on the caitiff's shoulders?
See, the only... is Adam supposed to be the only other person that's like... an heir? I thought that's not how they had set that up, but okay. I wasn't sure if I guess the current king and the other prince were gonna be brothers. I thought it was gonna be more like... the heirs would be the king's children, but I don't know. Makes more sense. Some sense. It makes a comparable amount of sense. Been waiting outside the whole time, just idling by yourself. Well, his least favorite individual was attending. Anothus, wasn't that also his driver? No telling when Malos might launch his attack, now that we've, I guess, managed to piss off the other air guy by somehow securing permission for a foreign military band to just have free run of the land for this purpose. Why don't waste time catching up? Well, we get to learn the lay of the land too and we get an idea of the overall mood. I mean, how much are we talking about when we talk about the lay of the land? Just the city? Well, what is that really going to boy, now if he's gonna write another thing, probably just shit talking to Malthus, which is probably not unwarranted to be fair, but you know, So what are we actually supposed to be doing right now? There's always soldiers stationed at the Aquila Watchtower will spot the Aegis coming. Unless, of course, whoever... Or just the Aegis himself, or maybe somebody else, wink wink, would be relaying information to him about that, and he would come up with some kind of scheme to...
Why I'm the one doing this.
Specifically avoid early detection, like when Pearl Harbor happened. Resolve various people's issues to raise community level. Really, that's the... okay. I was not expecting that, but that actually gives me a good excuse to do that, I guess, so I shouldn't sneeze at that. We can raise community to level 2, or we could, at least do some stuff to want to raise community to level 2 by going back to Gormott and doing one of the quests there. I guess we're just, like, supposed to take on a bunch more of these quests. The lantern at the side of the gate has gone out. Does not bother you. I don't really see it. I mean, it's daytime, so it doesn't really matter. You're just like my brother, then. He said it was just fine as it is. He's my brother, but for reasons I prefer not to go into it, rather not ask him. Oh. Second night post lanterns out of reach. Maybe you could light up my life a little. I mean, I would probably prefer it if certain light sources near me burned out permanently, but this is the brother then. And he cares about the skin stuff, grooming. Right, so what are we meant to do? Oh, this is the one. I mean, is the other one actually lit? Does it even make a difference during the daytime? That's the thing. I guess it is lit. What a difference that's gonna make right now. Is it really gonna provide that much light even if it is nighttime? And hey, that's the Barley Stone person. Foreign kings always had the favor of the people, but Sarah, the next in line, is a real arsehole. He's the only one who hasn't noticed his own behavior. Such is his foolishness. So it goes with those proud types. So we're just gonna keep on shit-talking him, even though he has that birthright, I guess. That'll end well. Oh, that was fast. There's actually a bunch of lanterns that had broken down around the capital. Okay. That makes a little more sense. My brother turned a blind eye to the problem. Oh wow, there's that really loud sound that sounds like a car screeching, but I think it's like a gate opening. And like screeching against the ground or something. Kind of interesting for that sound to have come at 11:40 at night though. One in Formite Shopping Ward, one in Fabric Industry Ward, and one in Oresco Residential Ward, and the last one was in Orange Storage Ward. I mean, sure, I guess we'll deal with all this. We'll also take a quick look at this thing. I cool down, like I ran out of ice in my drink already, but I cool down the can in the fridge before. So I'm just gonna refill it straight from the can. There we go. A little left in the can, but I'll deal with that later. Right now, I'm just gonna, you know, go back to the game, which I left on the freaking cruise control thing, and... oh, there's oh, that's a lantern, never mind. I thought that there was gonna be somebody else to talk to here. So I didn't see a lantern back here. I mean, couldn't somebody else just fiddle with the lantern themselves? Or are people not supposed to touch those things? I guess not, but I might as well just take the opportunity to get the other quests as we're going through the town. Boss's best business, busiest business spot at market. Is another one of the... another one of the trade guilds that apparently existed before the big trade guild that we deal with in the main game. I wonder. Don't suppose there are any chance that French are mighty heroic warriors? Goblins start take up residence in Pilgrim's Springland Peln. Mormo now on verge of financial meltdown. Well, these nuisance goggles are of oasis, all round friends and thank yous of success. I mean, we'll take care of that, I guess, but not immediately.
May I offer my assistance?
First, we gotta take care of the rest of this stuff. Like Tico, what do you want? This friend you see on lately has been, I don't know, distant. I stopped eating his favorite fish dishes, so I know something's up. His name is Joey, and you can find him tending to the Armu. I feel like we've talked to him already. Isn't he the guy that was trying to...
We can take care of it if you want.
trying to, like, come up with more Armu games or whatever. Oh, of course, the fucking knob on here is named Omnum. So they happen to have food? Well, I think we have some food. I don't know if you would want to use it on this guy, but we had to make a bunch of food just to be able to fill out some of the stuff. So do we just grant him food? Let's see. We have 5 deviled baguettes. That's the only thing that we have more than, well, it's fine. It is fine. We can give him 5 of these. What about whole one? I don't need berries dumplings. No, apparently he doesn't want the Mithra cooking. Any copies of anything that isn't just, I guess, this Mithra cooking. And now I just need 6. Do I have any more repeats of anything that isn't Mithra cooking? That'll do. For dessert, of course. Need to give him even more food, or food of a different type, but we don't have copies of this except for this. Ascension waffles. 2. We're not gonna be able to deal with this right now unless we just spam a bunch of crafting. What about you? Gion just coming through in the foreground. Friends, not customers. Don't have time for window shoppers. I not look busy. Well, but come to check out wares of OBB. So what are we supposed to do? Spying up on a little pawn around town never seen before. Little pawn traveling at a young age is only one possibility. Little pawn of Alrest, how does it trade the old name of Voltis, really? Well, that was gonna go in a different direction, but okay.
We can take care of it if you want.
Guess we're not gonna make it dark, even though Nopon had pretty much been known for doing really shady stuff in the past. And this would be the final lantern, I guess. Oh gee, that was easy. And we even got an excuse to look at the entire town and get all the other side quests that had to be initiated right then. Why are we the ones running around doing odd jobs for this guy? Well, try to put things into perspective. It's for the good of the people. I don't know. That seems like something that pretty much anybody else could take care of. We know what we did if we just like switched them on or what. The lanterns were bothering you so much, why didn't you just ask me? Well, also he lied about not having asked him before. Maybe. You were promoted. Oh really? What did I do? Went and fixed those lanterns. None of the men in my regiment even took notice of them. Proof enough to show your dedication to bettering the lives of our citizens, something our squad severely lacking. How would you like a place in our ranks? Well, how about no? Didn't you once say it was $1 a sack of grum rice and guard duty? Oh. Just as long as you give me a job I can really sink my teeth into. I wonder what that somber just looking down at the end was about. I can't believe I'm finally free of my annoying relative, is what I read that as. Before E3 2021, Nintendo announces Xenoblade Chronicles 3 AK's 2-year long stream LP. Well, I mean, it's taking me like 2 years to do all the Xenoblade games, not just this one, but Lambda. I think I would ironically do that if that were announced. And hopefully this time it wouldn't. I mean, the reason that this game took me so long is because I've spent like a third of the time that it took me to get through the game not actually playing it, just like playing other stuff instead. Jesus, I need to quit mumbling so much, but I just can't help myself to just go through all these characters so I can all 40 of them. There are only 40. Are there exactly 40? Have we met absolutely everyone here? To show how thoroughly I've explored everything. Okay, let's see. It's one other person. I think I need 2 more to complete that community level up thing.
That should do it.
That's apparently the, the actual plot objective right now. New recipe acquired, moisturizing bagel. Wait, that sounds kind of,
I don't know why I'm the one doing this.
well, it seems like it would fit the Mithra cooking theme. Leta and Gormot. Okay, so Gormot would count, so let's actually go to Gormot and deal with the kill things quest. Which I think, I don't actually remember where. I think here, Lasham Cove, Cooley Lake Camp. I think this is where we actually got that quest from, so I think the stuff we're supposed to kill for it would be right around here.
Just gonna randomly look over here.
So where are those crabs? There's one of those crabs. Actually, yeah, mid-30s, so it's not even gonna aggro automatically anymore. You're gonna survive long enough for me to build up a level 3 combo thing though. If I can do like level 1 with the tank character who's game of free of entirely. And then level 2 with Mithra maybe, that depends on whether or not the what's-her-face is gonna come out. Well, let's actually do level 3 with Mithra. I actually have the chance to do so anyhow. Tom Hayes did come out, but it's a little too late. Evasion of us. Wait, what the fuck? Did she not do level 2? Was that like an actual waste? Well, that was an actual waste because that somehow didn't count as level 3. It's just level 2, or whatever. And it actually gives Hayes an excuse to do level 3, which is just stupid as shit, but whatever. Let's do level 2 with Mithra before this thing dies. That'll have to do.
Barely worth my time.
You kept your power in check. Nicely done.
And now just kill one more of those things. I think I actually did kill one of those things when I was like doing exploration shit in this region off screen. Oh. Now can I do the auto run now? I can do the auto run now, yes. Okay, and here's more and more of these things. And a treasure trove that I just never noticed before. Wonder how many of those I'm missing now for the the final tier of the lockpicking thing.
Just gonna randomly look over here.
Listen to the sound of my voice, fish.
Chance of victory, 100%.
See if I can actually pull it off now. Level 3. Oh jeez. Actually do level 1 with Lower probably, and then level 3 with another one of the tank things. Maybe Aegean, maybe Brigid. I feel like Brigid would be better for this, but I don't know if Mr. Tankman is gonna actually break her out or if he tends to go Aegean. No, apparently he's gonna stick with Aegean. It's okay, wait for the animation to finish and then it'll actually register as level 3, level 4. Well, level 4 should still be fine if it's a combo finisher. And it is. Ooh. I did that just in time too. Let's see. Just keep on using Mythra for as long as possible, I guess. Okay, can we complete anything right now? It's gonna be a complete crapshoot if anything gets nope.
Enemy down.
We work together like cookies and cream.
What?
'Twas a sight to behold. Well done.
Are cookies and cream known to
know why I'm the one
to the
doing
sound
this.
of my voice.
known to go together a whole lot? Outside of like really specific infections and maybe cereal. I mean, there's still a whole bunch of those monsters left. You just managed to kill a small handful of them. Guys ever need help with, say, mauling a flawn? Well, do any of these characters even have flaws? Maybe just one more supporter for the next level, okay. So any of those quests that we got from Torna just now ought to be enough for that, but which of those will be the simplest one to actually deal with? Well, we got more recipes, so we should probably try those out.
I don't know why I'm the one
To the
doing
sound
this.
of my voice.
I guess also try to do more of the dessert recipes, since we need that to feed the obnoxious Nopon at the city as well. Or if you just go ahead and go to the camp and just try to craft whatever. How much will we actually be able to craft? Just top. Got any recipes for Mithra, for that guy, Minoth, and for Gion. I can make this with what? Sharp tomato.
It tastes better than it looks. Probably.
This, which is the same thing, but it just takes more insects. It's just the same ingredients for all of these, yeah, but it just takes longer to write this one for some reason. Or more ingredients. I thought I heard that maybe it was raining outside, but just being the computer fans being a little louder than usual. Steel salmon tempura.
How do you like it?
Well, we can actually make desserts. Which of these would have been counted as desserts? I can't tell just by looking at them. Is this a dessert?
Just taste
Yeah.
it. Just taste it. Just taste it.
It's ready.
It's ready, so just taste it.
It's ready.
Hopefully that's good enough. Just make one more actually.
It's ready.
Or two more.
It's ready.
Hopefully that's enough to complete that other quest thingy. Which we can go back to right away and check. If we wander around the capital, we can get a handle on the problems and concerns of the people. It's kind of small for a capital as well, but you know. Well, the people here are like any other in having many problems, small and large. Well, that's a lot of flavor text that doesn't really go anywhere. Surely merit in trying. Can we just do more exhortation on our virtues without just making it kind of obvious that we're just padding things out a little bit just to add a little bit more to that scene. Also, can we deal with this ether haze here? Oh, apparently not without this thing aggroing. Oh shit, they already do level 3. I don't even know if I'm gonna have enough time to build up if they're coming to level 3. Or level 2, I mean. I want to build a combo to level 2, but I already did level 2 comma, so get to make a combo to level 3. Words. There's the crux of this whole argument. Words, okay. Potion break, oh shit. Can we topple? How can we get more damage if we topple Warlord's break? I don't know if that was bigger than something that I did or... There we go. Chain attack ready, and also let's do the crazy overkill. Oof, okay, so we don't have darkness going on because the only one who can affect darkness is now the other person that I'm not playing as with the Adam team. But probably bring him out just so that we can actually try to extend the combo.
Don't forget me.
Oh Christ. Let's see. Tina lowers after this and she has Little Bridget and then... yeah, lower so we can guarantee that water one will break. Let me just do the rest of these attacks with... And no matter what happens, we're gonna be... Let's actually avoid using GN for this one, because... then we can extend the rest of the shit even further. Question is, can we use Smith for the penultimate round? Yes, we can. And then we can just do whatever. We can use this guy. All the difference that will make. We can just spam it literally every round. Broke that. I wonder how many more times we need to do this now, though. We usually need to spam that combo more times anyway, the belt and raid one. I'll now use Jin, why not?
Magnificent. Enemy down.
The end has come for you.
Now that's what I call decisive.
Oh, this was level 4. Is that like the final thing that I needed to do for?
Light has some unexpected uses too.
For the series of overkill that I needed to do with Jen, I think. Well, let's see, we're about to find out. I don't know why I always skip trouble instinctively. I think it's because I'm thinking of this like it's the base game, or instinctively to...
It gets better.
To pick the first blade that you have equipped, you have to like go into the driver screen and then move one space to the right to select the first blade that you have equipped, but that takes care of that at least. Streams and corridor in Torna, Tread Saspar. Well, I don't think we're quite high enough level 2 where that would be super safe, but we might be. All the friggin' in levels that we've gained, but that's done. We need to do the blade combo finisher more times, but what about the thing that requires us to maybe not need to do that anymore? I guess not. Never mind. Participate in the chain attacks. But we still had to do that with Mithra, but I guess not. Did you need to do that? No. Well, we need only 4 more of these, I think. Yeah, there you go. The final level of what's it called, of the lockpicking thing. Help incapacitated ally, finish. What was the other one I think we did? This guy? No.
Let's use it wisely.
This guy needed to do overkills. But haste needed to participate in chain attacks, I thought maybe, possibly, ostensibly, yeah. And 15, so I guess Mithra already did that, so it doesn't necessarily do that anymore. It just needs to do the combo finishers and needs to use the specials. Level 1 and level 3. And so does that guy, but what about this guy? Does he need to be actually out for anything in particular right now? Probably not. I'll do the level 3 special, but that's about it. Affinity in combat, finish an enemy, and that, but... What is this for? Super strength. Apparently getting money gives you super strength. Let's leave this place and go back to Torna, I guess. Let's see if I go to the capital and I go to the place where the freaking Hungry Nopon was. If that'll be good enough to...
We have wasted enough time already.
We can't dally all day.
Well, if, yeah, these things had to go try good and be good enough to complete this, and apparently they are. That's good at least. Having a chance to eat so much more stuff with knowledge about food and cooking than ever. Yeah, that's just how it works, without any additional necessities. And I think that's actually the final requirement for completing the...
I am honored.
The community level up thing. So what does that result in, really? We need 16 and we need twice that much for the next level. We have 16. What is this? Who is this person? Benin Hyber Village, who for some reason has that yellow smiley icon next to his face that nobody else has. Wasn't there a 40th person here? Did that person disappear? Clemens, Tarath, Clark, Carnelian, Onyx. Did the Royal Guard guy disappear that was posted at the gate? Are we not gonna be able to talk to him anymore? That seems detrimental.
I think we've done what's expected of us.
Well, what do we do now if we want to, like, actually complete this? Head for Saxon Gardens, and we got yet another recipe. Yeah, this not actually get fatter and get bigger. Actually concerned rather than teasing. Well, sign of good health here. I think this snowball did get fatter and bigger. It's kind of hard to tell because of their relative size all the time, but... Well, what if I don't want to go to the gardens, instead want to do even more of these things? Armor's gonna stray sales. I can just, like, look for even more of these, things which are just, like, go talk to people in the capital. No, where to go to talk to this person? What about this one, though? Because ostensibly, all of these objectives would be here in the capital for those two quests. Apparently there's someone in the street just right over there. Here's the Armo herder. I guess we can talk to him first. Tito sent you. Well, I really want to know. 3 of my Armos have run away. But I'd see if Armos have a homing instinct. They don't. Well, you see any Armos running around out there, could you maybe bring them back here? I don't know how we're gonna... Yoma, Aji, and Washish. Well, we're gonna be able to do that, but... Don't fight them or anything. Well... Well, we talked to this Nopon before. Walkie Walkie Pilgrimage, special rite of passage for Voltis trade guild. Take budding young aspiring merchant like self to generate strong cash flow, and apparently need to. Textile shop doing poor business and asking Deku to invest. Alright. Get rich quick scheme, spy and sky way of thinking even if it sounds delicious, so... That seemed like it was simple enough. What are we supposed to do now? Just head back to the shop. Well, let's walk over there. I think there's really anything else that we need to take care of as far as finding plot or quest progression points in the city, but what's going on over here? Wearing of clothes is an essential part of strategy. Well, I mean, most Nopon just don't usually wear clothes, do they? You never seen anything like it. Well, I better just try to sell these things that I myself do not use. I mean, you don't just use textiles for cloth necessarily. I think you can also use them to make... Looks like you got some rocks rolled up back there. Failure of sales lie in OBB's court because of clothlessness in buff. Well, maybe rude, but only stating facts. Show me fine array of wares. In terms of products, nothing to fault. Can't see much effort was put in to maintain high standard of quality, but before that happened, need to buckle up and put some clothes on. Well, not one who into fashion also critical of clothing. Manage yourself not wearing anything no reason to purchase from. Don't let anyone tell you to live your life. Well, is there a better way to go about this? To know the first thing about Nopon fashion trends. Well, I mean, most Nopon just don't wear clothes, that's the thing. But how are they going to push this, really? Nopon had big hit recently in Volti's apparel branch. If working with hats, then customers also not so likely to have concerns about naked matter. Staying au naturel and proud of it, well. Two styles for hats in vogue at the moment is cute and casual. Well, either style surefire hate with Nopon. To make initial hat offering, how much stuff's in ballpark figure will we expect to need? Cute style and casual style. Do we need to choose anything? Cute trim knit hats. 4 cotton branches, 2 sprigs of angel sage, and 1 sunflower rogue. For casual trim, these things. Do we actually have any of those things yet? Torna and Gormot. I mean, probably if we got this quest at this point. There's a potential for getting more of the community stuff to level up. So yeah, can we... Can we make either of this? We can make both of this, yes. Even though I didn't recognize any of those material names. Knit hat with cute trim or cap with casual trim. Let's go for this one. And this one. I mean, we can just make both right now. Should be more than enough. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I think we need to make both anyway. We'll have little pond to sample hats. They want us to choose. Oh boy. None of us are exactly skilled in commerce, but we're gonna have to deal with this anyway. This seems like a fine idea. Cute style knit hats. Well, the clipping definitely bothers me, so that's a point against it. Will the casual cap be able to avoid that? Yeah. At least it's nowhere near as noticeable. This one doesn't clip, so definitely gets my vote. New product will be casual cap. Get to work making much hats as possible to be ready for selling. Well, I wonder if that's actually gonna affect anything. Popularity is through the roof somehow. Seen nothing yet, friends. Well, And turned it turtle into hottest star in Torna somehow. Poor socket. That's clearly the most overt Xenoblade 1 reference that's been done so far. Most significant one. Oh gee, that was easy. Do we get multiple supporters from that or only one? I guess only one. Oh no, never mind, we get two. So now we only need 14 more for the next level, so I should probably leave that alone for now and just go to the plot next. At least for a little bit longer, I should probably wrap up before too long. I don't want this to be one of those times where I just end up going into the wee hours of the night for no good reason. Getting lots of repeat customers recently, so many more people in the shop. Well, and we also got the level 5 affinity thing for Mithra and for Haze. Which I guess would mean that we probably should put Jin back in the forefront again.
Looks like you're getting the hang of me. I can't focus only on attacking.
What was this? Jumped 500 times, which for some reason increases the power of light, and also this. Gain community. We need to gain 88 community, what the fuck? How are we gonna do that? I'm sure it'll make sense in time. Make every item that Mithra can craft. 15... I don't know how many we've made so far. Feed a unique monster, 8. We can surely manage that too. Or before we bonded Crow Dust. God, I need so much fucking combo grinding for that. Arna Garafa, the Loftin Nature Preserve in Torna. And Ace is also level 5 affinity now.
Controlling the ether is something I'm good at.
Controlling me ether. 5 ether miasmas. Well, there you go. It's maxed out as well. How much more does Jin need though? He needs not that much, less than 500. Ray Belufo, oh boy. Legar Marin, a Legar Marin. And just keep using Cloudburst even more, of course, 30 times. That's gonna be fun. Make every item, 10 of them. Is it special and heal a certain amount of HP like in one go or collectively? Don't know that we're gonna be able to heal 6,000 in one go, so... How do the rest of these people look? Well, Bridget's about to hit the max affinity as well. Not so much this guy. But at least hitting max affinity, key affinity stuff seems like it'll be pretty easy. But actually getting all the rewards from that is gonna be something else. Hey, where did the other guy go that you promoted? Chalcedon will do good if you give him a few kind words. He's a man who knows what he's about. I don't know where he went. He might have just vanished from the world after we helped him out. But time to attend to other business, I suppose. Hey, that was quick.
You should wait here.
Okay, I was wondering if we were just gonna get thrown straight into a fight. Guess that's a yes. Maybe we're trying to escort the civilians to safety. Goodness. To the army and just start dealing with the evil mix. yeah, I wonder what happened that... I guess Mr. Lookout said we're supposed to like deal with this. Didn't. Or at least were able to tell that they were here all. Before they were literally just tearing shit up. I'm still not sure why the name is glowing right now. Hellbar thingy. It's really not being subjected to the thing that's the Steam Bomb toppled, Steam Bomb break also made it to the end of the Hellman combo thing. Do it a few more times, oh boy. Fought him through topple. Use this. And then maybe, just maybe, we can... do these yet again. So maybe finally fill out the level 3 combo finisher thingy with... oh Jesus Christ. Okay, or just die. Can you maybe do something? No, he's shackled. And now Gigan's dead. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know what I fucking did before, but apparently it's enough to just immediately murder everyone. Okay, never mind. I don't know what just happened there, but at least we managed to grind out the thing a little bit better. I did underestimate the enemy because I didn't expect something that's 10 levels, well, nearly 10 levels below us to just have a fucking instant kill move like that. Let's move that back and also move Gion to like not be one in the forefront probably. Also probably just move Gion away so that Ryuji gets the main selected one. Switch to Jin 2.5 here. Be a better loadout that we got going on. Something like this. I'll try to do it a bit more fancifully this time. Or fancily, not fancifully. Just try to optimize. Let's try to topple. Watch and smash. Wow, that was quick. Even now we could actually have finally get the option to do that even when she's not. Oh Jesus Christ, even when she's not the one that's what do you call it? Even when she's controlled by the AI is what I'm trying to say. I'm just really bad at remembering what words I'm supposed to be saying. Oh, there we go, topple's done. Another full driver combo there, maybe. Let's attack like this now. This. The icy move now. Oh, Jesus Christ. See the move with Laura this time. And then do the finisher with whoever really doesn't matter. Also grab the healing potion like, oh Jesus Christ, okay, so we're not, never mind, there's no time. Let me just finish it off with this now. Let's just try to extend this as much as possible. I mean, just focus on weakening these for now, I guess. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to. Yeah, we are, because of Bridget. We're gonna be able to definitely guarantee breaking one of those now. We don't need to do this really, but I do feel like I want to now. Oh, there we go, there's the elemental burst, guaranteed. How about we use Minnow this time? We spam the combos for that guy as well. Oh shit. Could have saved that for the next turn, but oh well, it doesn't really matter. Keep on using haze. I think that she still needs to participate in these chain attacks more anyway. Let's do it now, just for the meme. Attacking with the same enemy, or the same element, I mean.
I am as relentless as the tides.
And that would bridge it, since I don't think we had the Beltane thing yet, did we? Beltane blade, there you go. Now we could have maybe gotten away with making this a full burst if we had waited just a little bit longer, but hey, whatever. Can't even get to heal fully by spamming this stuff from that attack. That'll give you a better idea, I guess, of how badly this is going. For some reason, this enemy is actually really dangerous.
Magnificent! Enemy down!
Guess that was enough to warrant a cutscene. You have to keep on going, there's no other way. So how many of these things do we actually need to kill in total? Because I get the feeling that if we actually try to kill, like to fight more than one of these things at once, it's actually going to not end well. Hey, you're still here. Why are you still standing around with your... well, without your sick daughter? I guess he isn't here anymore. This doesn't seem like a safe place to stay. Oh shit. Let's look at the ability stuff that we just unlocked, apparently. This one was for using Terminal Flash 10 times, there you go. Oh, you were supposed to like spam the level 1 combo with her at least 3 more times. We'll finish her 1 more time at least and do what? Do even more damage. Do a finisher, use the level 3, use the level 1. Doesn't actually need to do the chain attack stuff, does he? But she does.
Of the possibilities. Onward to victory.
Need to use the well, the level 1 3 more times or 6 more times. Excuse me, I can't count. It's certainly gonna take a while though. I would kill a monster in chain attack. Well, that could have gotten away with doing the first of those just now, but now we have another reason to do even more chain attacks. More landmarks, more treasure troves, okay. We'll just keep on doing chain attacks as another excuse to keep on spamming combos with. People are gonna be able to clean this up after we, hello. After this whole sequence is over, I wonder, like, are we gonna be able to do the rest of the quests that we can complete in this area before this happened? I wonder about that. We just need to complete like 1 more combo finisher with Mithril now, right? So I should well start to set that up. Team item stuff is competent enough to actually build up the rest of that combo in time. There we go. And should be enough. And we should be able to attack at any time now and just pull off the remainder of this chain attack. Like just empty out the rest of its health with a chain attack, I think, is what I was trying to say. Oh shit, oh Jesus. No, maybe not. Oh wait, she got toppled on launch, so I guess we didn't even need to do a chain attack that time. That was a little bit simpler than the other one. A sheer number of them is daunting to say the least, but at least we're thinning them out, question mark, even though we definitely have to just take them one at a time or this isn't gonna work. We got Glint level 4, I'll probably run finishing the combo finisher thing. Might as well activate that because we've been waiting quite a while for that to be the case.
I got your back.
But after that, make every item that Mithra can craft. We need 6 more, which we probably just don't have the recipes for yet. What are these guys saying? A bit of the unsafe and sound. Are you sure that's really safe considering all the other stuff that... all the shit that's just going on out here right now? Is a big boss? No, just another normal one, quote unquote.
I think we've been spotted.
Yeah, even though that guy was looking the other way. Really makes you think, doesn't it? Is Beam Blaster the one that just kills you dead? No, not quite. Maybe it just works. Maybe that one actually just works better on blades over drivers. I don't know. That's the thing. Oh, that didn't even activate the break. Sucks. Let's actually start with Adam be the one to start the combo this time. With Flame Bolt and the Ultimate Aurora, I guess, if we get ours to pull off the level 3 thing. This will be different, I suppose. Let's heal up. Doesn't matter which of these things we follow it up with, will be subpar as far as the combo setup. Just be the generic combo or setup, anything specific. And number 2. Wait, what? That counted as level 1 and not level... Didn't I do level 1 with Mithra, or am I crazy? I guess that didn't count. Well, this means that we can do level 3 with... I mean, oh no, never mind, we can get insta-killed. That's what I get for trying to build up combos, I guess.
We can take them on a bit later.
Well, by a bit later you mean right now. By a bit later you mean... after we run through the streets again, because we really need to... just do one combo and then just try to overkill them after that. I can't get lucky every time like I did with the second one, where it actually worked out in a seemingly reasonable fashion. Especially since we... I guess the omen, or the fact that we get spotted from all the way over here then before we approach. This serves as an omen of how special this encounter is going to be. A little bit broken. See if I can do the break with this move as well, and also actually still be in time to follow up with Topple. There we go, just in time. Okay, there we go. That time, actually, please do the Fulton thing so we can follow up with something. I'll follow that up with Ice, I guess. I'll do feat number 3, doesn't really matter. What do we do here? And let's switch to Haze. Then we can start off with like at least a couple of different orbs, literally just to have more options, no other reason. And now I'm literally just waiting for the freaking the party leader to fill up so I can do the chain attack. Come on. Jesus Christ, okay. That was almost death, but I don't know why the element thing or chain attack's not starting up. I really desperately need to initiate that right now. Why are there only 3 orbs? There should be more, I thought, from the haze and... I don't know. I'll just attack. Let's see, I guess wind and ice are still opposed to each other for some reason. And light. Well, if we attack with that, are we even gonna be able to oppose anything on the final round? We're gonna have to get lucky for that, but I can only hope that it works. So don't attack with a Geon, attack with Bridget and hope it hits literally anything. Or attack with this guy. I hope that it hits literally anything but the fire one. Just keep using haze, I guess. I think she's still needing that. I don't remember if she already got the chain attack anticipation thing or not. But... oh, there we go. Elemental burst. We're actually gonna have to avoid using using Geon on this round. But we can get one more round after this. Let's see. Keep using haze, I guess. We can even heal with this. Even if it doesn't do a lot of DPS. And that's the elemental burst, yeah. You don't have filled up. Let's use Mithra this time. We actually need to do as much DPS as possible, even though I guess we're not actually going to be able to pull off full DPS shit this time, unfortunately. Or maybe we are, never mind. Oh shit, I shouldn't have bothered with haze that time. Didn't need to use her. Here's gonna maybe... like the healing will make a difference, I don't know if it will. Let's hit with this time. The one that's at least not the opposing element. Okay, there we go, finally overkill.
Magnificent!
This is... I shall leave it in your capable hands.
100-year wave! Magnificent!
That's something
Enemy
I can be
down.
proud of.
What an incredible feeling!
We need to do anything more. There's no one to them. Except that this time, look, there's another one, and another one. These encounters are just really obnoxious, but it seems they're not actually over with yet. But at least we got some stuff. What? Sweden? No, we are allowed to go this way, they're just like standing here for no reason, we can go right through them. I mean, I can't imagine why they would stand in our way anyway, but you know. Kind of
You can rely on me to aid you.
redundant that they're there. 15 chain attacks, there we go. We did need to do that still.
One step closer.
And that's the end of the level 1 combo farm as well, that's the only thing, right? Yeah. Let's just head straight into the garden. I can't imagine why we won't bother going anywhere else right now. Only hope that whatever's up ahead is not going to be a multiple encounter with these guys, because they're being quite obnoxious.
Hello, partner. This is a first.
Malos.
So this is the Aegis. Malos.
He has an awesome presence. We would do well to proceed with caution.
Agreed.
Your MO is different this time, Malos. What are you trying to do? If this is a joke, it's not funny.
I got bored of it.
Bored?
Letting Siren have all the fun got old, I mean. I wanted to see the humans dance. A dance of death in the flames of hellfire.
What do you...
That. I know full well what the Torna Titan truly is. I decided I'm gonna lay that truth bare for everyone to see.
Manos! Bastard!
Each of the artifices I command
holds ether energy that would rival even the largest Titan. Imagine if a legion of them made it to the core of the Torna Titan and unleashed that energy all at once. Our time for dancing would be short but sweet. Ugh. You want me to stop? Had enough? Then try and break me. Come on! Come at me!
Well, as long as he doesn't have the freaking laser party wipe move, then it surely can't be that bad. And of course we'll win, or at least push the boss to the point where the health bar will get low enough that the scripted end of this battle will surely take place. Right now I'm definitely imagining that's what's gonna end up happening. Resisting the break. Oh, what a shame. Yeah, probably better not to attack him with darkness. I was thinking of maybe trying to do the... do the level 3 finisher with what's his face with Minoth, but yeah, probably not a great idea right now. Oh Jesus Christ, oh, and I missed the freaking good timing on the final pump because I was looking at that. Travesty. Oh, here's got the fucking Monado moves from the when you fight him in the main game. That's even worse. Can we do anything? No, let's sort it out by this time. Which for some reason doesn't chain into anything. Critical heat is the next follow-up thing, just so we can have that. Yes, I know, I do too. Air resist break, because of course it is. And I guess he also has the move that makes you lose all of your fucking combo charge, which is even worse. Or maybe he doesn't, maybe I'm imagining that, but it certainly seems that way. I'll tell you that much. I don't know, so far it kind of seems like this might be... it might actually be possible to drain him off his health bar if you're resilient enough, but... I don't know how true that is. Oh Jesus, yeah. When he's gonna be able to do shit like that. Maybe we need to switch to haste now, I think. This is apparently completely resistant to break. Oh shit. Okay, if I do this though, it seems like we're in a really bad position if we got this blade shackled. Let's do this first. Let's attack him with fire element so we can at least guarantee that we'll break the water orb in this round. And attack him with Minoth so that we can set that up for the next round, and also definitely break the water orb in the first round. And there we go. Maybe we can even do full burst. I don't know if that would be possible. Maybe not. Let's weaken the rest of these now though. I don't need to actually bring out haze all that much except to weaken stuff though. Actually pretty glad that happened because I wasn't sure if that was going to be a sure thing. I'll wait until the final round. Let's attack with Jin now. It doesn't really matter what we do. That's elemental burst. Yeah. Maybe we can break one more of these. Let's see. Let's attack with Mithra again. Attack with her as often as possible. I get the feeling that we'll just get the most damage out of that. Don't forget me. Okay, let's attack with Bridget next. See what happens. Is it gonna be another break? It is. Okay, we will actually get a full burst this time. If this last one is enough damage or enough gauge stuff to actually fill it up.
No mercy.
What's about to happen? Oh, we got full burst. There you go. I wonder if this is gonna be enough to drain the rest of his health bar, but... oh, I think it is. It's actually kind of ridiculous how much damage that does every time. There we go. We can get to that with only... maybe we can reliably get to that with 5 of the element orbs. I can barely hear him over the music, but he said a thing.
Adam Origo, heir of Torna. Looks like that resonance isn't just for show. You're too kind. Golden eyes. I thought Tornans all had blue eyes. You're a bastard, is that it? My father is generous. He pays no attention to things like that. You're wrong. You don't understand the consequences. Don't I? And you don't understand what humans are. Malos, the all-knowing. A diligent student, you could say. Then learn this. Huh? Mithra!
Heads up!
Here goes!
Yeah. Nice trick. Hold my interest at least.
Surprised? This is what humans and blades can do together.
But you threw that away! I don't need that crap. Better off without it. Eat this! Watch humans closely and you'll learn one thing. Deep down, they wish they were dead. They kill each other like they swat flies, running towards oblivion like blind rats. They see the divine flame of life and piss over it. They're genius at that. In a class all of their own, really.
Malos.
Oh, that flame is wasted on them. So I want to give them a little push in the right direction. As the benevolent servant of our wise dad should.
I can't believe he just quoted the villain of the Doctor Who movie from 1996. Just in slightly different words. Yeah, we don't actually have to fight 2 of these things now, do we? Do we? This is legitimately gonna be harder than the actual boss, if that's the case, I think. Because these guys have the fucking instant party-wide laser move. And there's this break. Yeah, there's that too. I guess we'll try to make this work somehow. No, that doesn't count as a Vanguard rearguard switch if you switch to the other blade. try to make this work, but I don't think I can promise anything. Even resist breaks, so... I got at least the same power level as the big boss, clearly. Oh, the combo ended. And they got this fucking move, which, you know... If they do that like twice in a row, because there's two of them, I'd say it's definitely possible. And we're just kind of boned. Oops. Alright, one of them died properly, but doesn't really fill me with hope as to how the other one will behave, but we'll give it a try. Sure, do level 2, see if I can do level 3 stuff with Jin, maybe. Not level 30. Switch to haste. I'll do this first. Do wind, level 1. Jesus Christ. And switch out, or else we're gonna die. Well, I better just go ahead and do it now, because I get the feeling that I was about to do the fucking party wave attack. Oof, okay. I mean, hopefully this is good enough to do something. What are we gonna do? Let's attack with ice first. Probably a good idea.
Magnificent.
We're not done yet.
I better just save myself just because of the fact that I used the chain attack to basically protect myself from whatever attack it was preparing. Boy. Well, I have no idea if this is actually gonna work out, but let's try Radiant and see if she's gonna be able to break the... Nope, it's not gonna be able to break the orb that was actually cracked already. But then there should still be around those orbs, so we can survive long enough to fill up the meter again. Or, no, never mind, I guess we managed to do enough damage to finish it off even without another chain attack, which I don't know if I was actually expecting, but sure, I'll take it.
Adam. Yes, I know.
Well, this guy showed up.
Get on. We'll hunt him down.
At once.
Has he shown up at all in this story before? I didn't think he did. Or if he did, I must have blinked.
Too slow. It's already mine.
Malos.
The looks on your faces.
Well, that settles it. The end of the world is postponed a little, folks. If you want to take this off me, come find me in the Titan's core. That'll be the finale.
Is this a game to you?
Yeah, it's a game. An easy cure for the tedium of being. See you later, partner! Don't be late!
Sorry, I let him escape.
No, thank you. You saved us.
You owe me one, then. It's been 80 years, hasn't it, Jin?
You know me?
You and Ornelia used to ride on my back. We used to have a lark flying about.
Ornelia. From the photograph?
And I suppose she's your driver now?
My name's Laura. I've been with Jin for 17 years already.
I never. You were fortunate to be picked up by her, Jin.
Uncle, we're just in the way here. Perhaps we should leave it to the soldiers and just go.
Yes, let's do that. Shall we head for the Tornan womb?
Yes, I'd say we're bound to.
The Tornan womb?
Perhaps I should go first.
Please, go ahead. We will join you once we've made a report to the king.
I guess the Tornan womb was where, like, actually the first part of the Tornan Titan that you saw in the base game. It's pretty much the only part of it that you saw in the base game, actually.
Aren't we intrepid?
I guess it was just supposed to show how messed up everything was, but I guess things are back to normal now that, oh, never actually came here. Maybe we just couldn't come here before because it was, like, blocked off. I guess that's gonna be the actual final confrontation here. Which means that this might actually be something we can at least get to the end of the plot in the near future. Really put a bow on things, but I guess pretty much the only strategy you need to be aware of at this point for not just this game, but the base game as well, I think, is that if you manage to pull off Elemental Burst, then you're pretty much set. And if you manage to pull off Full Burst, you're pretty much set, I mean. I think if you're really efficient, you can... I was gonna say you can take care of that with only 4 orbs, but I don't know if that's possible, because I don't know that you would be able to break 2 orbs in the first round. You would only be able to break 1 and weaken another one. I think that the minimum would actually be 5 orbs. Maybe, well, maybe if in the base game you use like... you can break 4 orbs or 2 orbs in the first round if you use the super mode of Pyramithra. I'm just all orbs for one thing. But yeah, I'm going to assume that all the other quests that we started around here are still gonna be an option. Let's go ahead and get the next plot scene, I guess. And depending on what happens next, maybe wrap things up. Tornan's seal would fall into the Aegis's hands. Must have not been very secure if you could just get it that quickly. What kind of bureaucracy can we enjoy today?
What good was your militia? They could not halt Malos, nor even safeguard the seal from his clutches.
I have no excuses.
Adam.
Majesty, this is a deep dishonor. I beseech you to lay them low, that the people may have faith in government. Majesty!
Brother, your advice is wise.
Your Majesty.
Please, wait a moment. Adam only sought to protect your realm.
Silence! Is your voice more important than the king's?
But what of you, Zeta?
What of me?
Look first to yourself, I bid you.
What do you mean?
Surely Adam sailed the ship into a rocky reef. But if he were the bow, you were the stern.
Your Majesty, those are bitter words. It was Adam's vanguard that let slip Malos.
Would our army have succeeded with certainty, brother? In the hour of need, where were they?
We set the defense of the people as our highest goal, Your Majesty. Our soldiers guided the townsfolk to safety.
While Adam's militia flew, though rashly, into the breach, and the brave dragoons of noble Hugo wagered their lives as mere trifles for our nation's sake.
But I...
It unfolded thus. If honor took its natural course, the sons of Torna should have stood their ground. Mark their honor above their frailty. You saw the battle with your own eyes, did you not, my brother?
I did.
And how did you think it?
Words can scarcely describe it. It was unlike any mere human struggle. I fear I could not report it justly.
Indeed, brother. It was a fight beyond our ken. I, too, saw it with my own eyes. Our Tornan crafts of war would have been doubly doomed against Malos.
That's...
Is it not folly to assume that our army could do what Adam's could not?
Your Majesty.
Noble Hugo, my brother forgets grace and gratitude. Our nation hangs over doom like a ripened fruit. You and yours are our final ray of hope. Will you offer us aid again, to avenge ourselves on the Aegis?
We came with that very intention, Your Majesty. Didn't we, Prince Adam?
Yes. Majesty, if it must be so, I will expend my life for the future of the land of my forefathers.
While we're here, your name is Laura, is it not?
Me? Yes.
Your work impressed me deeply.
No,
Yet you are no knight, bear no peerage.
Yes. I'm from a settlement in the distant borderlands. I serve with a mercenary band.
I knew you for a warrior. Good Laura, I would like to recognize your valiant labors. The title of Knight of the Realm, it is yours, if you would accept it.
Me? A knight?
Laura, my congratulations.
I can hardly believe it. Me?
Come now. A title is a mere decoration. Surely you learned that from me.
I hope it will raise your spirits a little, Laura.
Humble Laura, I have a request I must make of you. This day, the people of our nation shiver in the darkest of shadows cast by mighty Malos. But I bid that you seed a flower of hope in this shadow-mired land.
I hope that I can. Your Majesty, I'll do my best.
Well spoken, brave Laura. We shall anoint thee as Lady Laura tomorrow in the plaza before the palace.
I wonder how literal we are to take that. What does the ceremony actually entail? Would it actually live up to the word anoint, or is that a formality? Metaphor. Shouldn't keep our old friend waiting any longer, well. I mean, they said that, but I guess that would only happen after we do the go fight Malos in the womb thing. Would it actually be accessible? You can gain community from people with yellow icons just above their head just by talking to them. I guess that's how we would actually get to 88 community for that one affinity thing that we saw. Okay, we can track community members, so now we can just farm community, maybe. A little. There's no point getting all frazzled about this evil, world-destroying guy. He's got like an army of evil robots under his command as well. Oh yeah, this is the Special Inquisitor, I forgot about this guy with the gloves. I hope he's lost without someone who actually understands the... what are they called? Oh, the elemental burst mechanics. Next has been out scouting potential soldiers, but it's not like how the normal people are gonna be a match for the Aegis, so... I wonder about that. I mean, if they can pull off these broken driver combos, it's just a matter of trying to optimize that loadout. I'm gonna defo join up. Well, let's talk to everyone in this plaza at least and see how the community thing looks after this. The event in and of itself is not good or evil, and our actions and reactions can be judged in that way. But the event of the city being attacked and a bunch of people dying, I'm pretty sure that you can probably... you can probably qualify that with some kind of moral label, given that it was carried out by an actual wanton act of will. The king did not let himself be cowed by such nonsense. Yeah, Torna will, this will all end well, as we all know from having played the regular game before this. There's that idiot son of mine. Oh boy. It's a bit of a dark bathos kind of contrast right in there at the end. It's like, yeah, the king is wonderful, and the legacy of our kingdom will live forever because of his selfless actions. Also, my son is an idiot. But I just say these things in rapid sequence without any kind of transition in mood between the two things. You say the Aegis is a divine revelation, but he looks more like a monster to me. There's a great night in a place called Hyber Village. I don't know anything about that Ornelia, except that her name came up in, well, in that scene that just happened, and also in that scene in the like abandoned house back in the village, but I don't think that name ever came up in the base game. What does the community thing look like now? Hey, Redbird with 3 monitors, I think. That's different. That's a spiffy setup, if I do say so. Let's see, community. Orders 18, we had 18. We're not supposed to. What was the number that I was supposed to bring up to like a ridiculously high amount? Was it for myth or no, hold on.
Make sure you use it for all it's worth.
500,000 damage, oh well, yeah, that was gonna happen because of the freaking ridiculous thing I did. Community 1888. 88 instances, so if you talk to someone new now,
rises within me.
will that actually count as a new thing, I wonder? Like if I go find somebody else and talk to a different person now, that has a star thingy, which usually just means that they have something new to say. Does that mean that like Cyclopean monsters very scary? Were those robot Cyclopean monsters? I didn't quite get that impression from them as far as, not just as far as the, well, maybe as far as the readability of the word as just meaning big, but are they supposed to be like have like a one-eyed design? I don't think that I looked close enough to make out anything like that. Well, let's see. Apparently that did not count as an increase of community, so I'm actually not sure about that, how that worked, that tutorial thing. Was there a lie, or did I just completely misread it? Well, I guess I just have to talk to the other people that are here as long as I'm around. You need music the most when stuff has just been destroyed. Well, this is pretty much just gonna be a dead end of the city, so let's get everything. And apparently get a new quest from the people over here. I got a present for you lucky guys. Ever seen any stone tablets torn about Torna? I sure have. Whoever collects all of them can have any wish they want granted or even bring back the dead. Well, I mean, I've gotten a bunch of them. I just don't know how they're supposed to be used. It's not very helpful without that specific. The odd somewhat too needy Polish family tradition of mobbing me. I'm expecting to be met in kind, I guess. There's not a single one left around here. Damn, Aegis and his mooks ruined everything even though the tubs are still there. The light they shut off somehow ended up killing off all the fish. You only have to bring me the fish you catch. Well, I mean, we've got fish that we got from gathering spots, but I don't know if that's gonna count as live fish.
Don't you worry.
But we've been carrying them around for a while. Collect fish from different lands. Can we just fill this up right now? We have a bunch of different fish. We have 51 horned sculpins, 36 torn trouts, and mint fish. I don't know from where, but we can just fill up the rest of this with these ones. Didn't actually get to see if there were any fish in the pails during that, like before we did this or not. Seem to be swimming around happily enough. Not that the fish that we picked up were a little larger than that, but okay. What do you think about these fish? They seem good enough to eat. If I can be so bold, may I suggest carpaccio? Well, I mean, that's probably what some of the people who hang around here are probably gonna want them for. What was teeming with life? We catch some fish to restock the moat. Well, we're also gonna have to do this in multiple stages. Yeah, we still got plenty of fish. We got 37 of these winter fish, which is worth 14. It's worth a lot, so we can probably just use a few of these. There we go. I just got 3 sharks, which we somehow stuffed in our pants. There they are. Typical Torn scene, if ever there was one. I mean, he pretty much did destroy the fish, we just ended up having to import new fish. That's not really on us entirely, but...
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's so sweet. We need a new supporter now, but I guess that counted as community having been gained somehow. I actually do need to look at the other thing right now. What else do you have to say now, Tyler? Get enough fish to supply Chica and the other merchants in town now. Do they actually sell the fish to eat? I tend to prefer beans and cordet. I didn't realize how many people cared about my fish. Huh? Are they actually gotta have them to keep as pets? I don't know. I thought there was another person over here on the, like by the boxes that hadn't been talked to, but I guess the person must have disappeared if that person was there at all. I'm getting ready to give out food and medicines to the whole country. I'm fired up to help save the people. Maybe something will actually happen. Oh, this is the rear gate. We actually have to go this way. I didn't even notice there was a gate here before, honestly.
Nature makes a fine owl.
Thought it was just a dead end. What's back here? I gotta check this out as well. Another slate piece just lying on the ground. Which did not turn out to be a collection point, which is what it looked like to me at first. How about this?
Suspense is killing me.
This expense of finding more of these core chips and more money, even though we don't really need it that badly. Well, how much money do we have? We have like we had half a million money to complete one of the Infinity thingies. And that just happened.
I feel my power surging. Half the battle is living to fight another day.
Fortitude. You walked 85,000 pets. Any characters from the community list? Well, there you go, but apparently we can't gain community just by talking to them. Or else the other thing would have already worked. Succeeded a button challenge. We apparently have not done this enough. Finish an enemy. Spam the combos even more and defeat Turkins. Verdant Fairylands. I get the feeling that we haven't actually been there yet, but... let me see if I look at the tips again. What does it say about community? Tracking community? We can gain community by with the yellow icons above their head just by talking to them. Hold on. I go here. It said yellow icons above their heads, so... I don't think I see that on any of the people that aren't already, like, in the inner circle thing. Or maybe this. There we go. Maybe that's what they meant. Maybe that's what, that's about. Okay, that character is being tracked in Hyper Village. We can just go back there. But out of all these people, it looks like only that kid is the one that's gonna give us community from talking, so... in order to earn the rest of these, I guess we're gonna have to actually... Actually, we can't skip trouble right now. What am I doing? I'll just watch this pop up, but... let's go earn community. There's also more quests that we can accept, it seems, but... let's go actually press the right buttons this time, and I can maybe earn community. Let's see. It's in the letter right here. Hyper Village. The icon is right there. We're gonna get instant gratification just from talking to that guy. Hey look, this guy has something new to say. Are those bandits still about? They're after core crystals they can sell on the black market. I don't think that we actually encountered bandits in this area before, unless...
Aren't we intrepid?
like the wild animals somehow count as bandits. But where's this kid? He's supposed to be right over here. Somewhere. Oh, he's over here. Hey Buzz, what do you have to say to me? The capital city was attacked just like Feldley Village, yeah. But at least this, at least the capital didn't just end up as a pile of ashes, unlike the other village. Someone from this village ended up getting knighted. That's really all I know, but it's a nice thought. So it's just like a repetition.
This is becoming a nature makes a
What happened to Laura is just a repetition of what happened to the other character. Benny? Oh, that was so happy they made me an extra big dinner. Well, first I gotta learn archery from my dad. And that's just good enough for me to declare myself a supporter.
Thank you.
That takes care of that, and I guess there's nobody else that wants to just become a supporter just from talking to me, though. What else do you have to say now, Benny? I get the feeling they wouldn't really bother with this village, but I mean, I think this entire world is gonna be destroyed if we just go by the logistics of what the villains want to accomplish, so it doesn't really matter, like, which specific area is targeted in those attacks.
This is becoming a nature makes a fine ally.
Well, let me just go back to the capital again, I guess, just to accept whatever requests there are here. Select the correct thing.
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
Whoosh. Giant Noppon again. Fishmonger, okay, so she does actually sell the fish to eat. Just happy it wasn't my home getting wrecked. What does Geo have to ask? Let's see. Really want to go around like saps, just helping everybody like JRPG heroes. Tools of the Heart. Well, of course that gets an animal reaction. Your troubles. It's to do with a pal of mine who share a table sometimes out at the local. Wants to send a custom-made gift to this lady who's caught his eye, but that's not really my area of expertise. Rare ore you can only gather at night. Pure stone. You can only get it at Hangnail Crossing and it's used to make sweet nothing, so... You want to see how this romance pans out, don't you? Well... But resin, polar pearl, and ripple lens. All that's left is to get the pure stone and turn it into something gift-worthy, so... But... It wasn't me who came up with